I'm jaded, degraded, I'm misplaced in every way that you can think.
Hey, Explosion Ginger.
I'm dismantled into pieces, I can't move on. Can't you see I'm falling down? Can't you see I'm falling down again? So I'm down. Tell me everything is okay. So I'm down. I just need to go away. Can't taste it, the bittersweetness. I can't keep myself from going under. So I'm down. Tell me everything's okay.
I'm gonna make the bacon jealous. Explosion Ginger, yummy. That's what the bacon said. Hey, but guess what? We got a freaking StreamYards panel. Let's get this show going on. What do you want? Wait. Members first. Come on, man. We gotta let people cut in line. I forgot to do that. That's one thing. I was already just posted directly into the thing, man. Remember, not that anybody else is any more important, but man, you gotta hear from my members, get the chances, and they're normally always busy anyway. But I'm gonna give my members at least a 5-minute head start to get up on the panel. Why not, man? Come on, you gotta shout. You know what? You gotta be really respectful. Super chatters and members. It don't matter, man. Yeah, that's what makes this freaking stream possible. End of the story. Oh wow. How do I get to my freaking thing? Channel. Man, my bot's like being so quiet. I had to turn my music down. Damn it. I don't want to turn my music down. Is it too loud? Sounds good to me. I'm going to turn it down because I can't hear the bot. Anyway, when you come on the panel, it goes to my earbuds. And then I forgot to turn off the audio processing, I think. No, disable audio processing. You don't need audio processing unless you're not wearing a headset. So keep that in mind. No! I'm not. No, come on. I'm not Hannibal. Here, I'll show you. I'm trying to be... Trying to find my girlfriend, I can't remember her number by heart. Oh, my boyfriend. I'm trying to be. Wait, that's not my girlfriend. Stop pretending. He's scary. Ah! Stop frogging me. What? You like pigs? I like pigs. You know why? Because you know where bacon come? Mommy, is that you? Wait, that was actually me. I'm a cop. Damn, I hate laughing. I must have got the corona cough. Alright, here we go. Welcome, Sandy K. Good to see you. Tyler O. Sherry, you know what? Hold on, I gotta get my regular thing up here. Hold on, I mean, I can make you a moderator because I can verify your channel with my chat bot and make sure it's not a. I don't have a bot problem. You know what? You know why I think I don't have a bot problem? Because I don't think a lot of people hate me. I don't know why. They should hate me. Because then I have something to talk about. I mean, I'd have more stuff to talk about. I don't know. I don't encourage anybody to hate anybody. I mean, everybody has a reason for what they do. It's the nature of competition of life. Life shouldn't be a competition. Oh, I love you too, Sherry, and I love you, Jeff Dillman. I love everybody. It's not, hey, Fell Army, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I mean, I don't want to be live too long, and you're welcome up on my panel. I mean, I'm gonna drop the link, but I gotta give my my members of my channel a fair shot, just out of like courtesy here. Just, you know what I mean? I gotta give them a benefit of the doubt. It's not even in my perks, you know what I mean? It isn't a thing. But if I could think of a way to, give them a little bit of a head start for showing that monthly support, give benefits. We got to do that for everyone. If we have a channel, we got to do that for everybody. But it isn't going to be like doesn't mean I don't appreciate everybody else. And it's just the fact that, you know what, I know that I can eat, and it's more comfortable for me either way. That's another reason. It's easier for me to do this. It's because I dropped my link right there in the community tab for everybody. Oops. But you know what I mean? Now you got to go to my community tab and get my link. It doesn't matter. But it's there for everybody. I forgot to mark it as members only. But the point is, my members are up here, and I appreciate every single one of them. And the link is ibase.me/members. And I hope that you all check every one of them out. And I hope you check everybody out, like Bossy. I hope you check especially Fallen Army. There's a lot of people that don't have money for this. But the people that can share even their time with me, I appreciate every moment. Like, I even did a live stream on how precious time is. Didn't get a lot of hits, but I'm not worried about it. It's just how I feel. I don't hate anybody, and I just don't understand how people can be so mean to each other for no freaking reason other than what? They did better than you, and you wish you could have been better than them? I don't know. The point is, I know we can do better for each other. We can be better to each other, and we can help each other out. We can tell people honestly how we feel without fear. And it's all good. Fall Army, it's all good. I mean, Bossy, I've known Bossy. She knows me forever. R5, Jeff Dillman. I met him I've known Jeff Dillman forever. And he's a great moderator, a great supporter, and he has a channel he started because of all of our encouragement, I mean, he doesn't expect to be a great YouTuber, but he could be. He's a great supporter, so if he can be a great supporter, everybody can be a freaking great YouTuber. You just gotta have don't be fake is the only thing. Is be who you are. In the end, you change. I've seen people change, and that's another stream I did. And anybody that goes to my community tab, takes time to go to my community tab, and I see and I know who you are. I mean, I did just put it in there I don't think I did it members only. I just literally posted it on my community tab, the link to the stream. I didn't put it in this chat. No, man, I won't make you work for it. I'm sorry, but I'll make you work for it. I mean, it's not that I'm making you work for it. I was literally just planning on giving it to only members, but it's not going to let me have to delete the post. And then, it's the thought that counts. But normally I don't do a StreamYard stream right now. Normally I don't. And you don't have to come up. I guess they'll talk to you. I actually like the letters are a lot bigger on this. on the thing. I might just have to buy StreamYards. It's a lot slower. Hell of a lag. Really laggy. Falling is Blind Cube's in the house. I like the fact that I can highlight the names and stuff. Look at the bacon go. Look at the bacon go. I like this song. It freaking makes me rock. Zelda Master John, how you been, man? Oh man, this dude's taught me so much about the Zelda game that I hate so much because it's so freaking hard to beat. What's you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't caught you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. But oh my gosh, I'll be like, oh no. I'm just happy to see you, bro. Good to see you. I hope you've been beating that game. I'm good, Blind Cube. Hope your day is great. Josh A, Sandy K. Man, good to see you. You're welcome. You still got my number. My number hasn't changed, girl. You're always welcome to yell at me when I'm sleeping. Gotta go to bed. Good night. God bless you too. You have a sweet dreams, man. Sandy K, she is awesome. I mean, a great heart. I hope your health. I hope you're in really great health. Last time I know you were struggling. I'm happy you're okay. Oh my gosh. You had me worrying for a while there, Sandy. Still worried about you. Hey, Josh. Returning cat's eyes. Oh, returning cat's eyes. Oh my god, you get the cat's eyes back. Let's get the cat's eyes. Meow. How you doing? Returning. We got the returning cat's eyes in the house. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Blind Cube, Bossy. Oh, wait. Bossy wants it. That's all I gotta. Is that better? You like that? Got Josh and Blind Cube. Jeff Dillman's in the house. R5 Adventures, laughing out loud, not just another way that felt Army day by day. We all can do. Thing is all we can do, right? So freaking true. There's my bots dropping links. Make sure you don't be like, grab those links up. Make sure you leave a legitimate comment because I guarantee you shouldn't have a hard time finding a comment. Don't have to do it tonight. You can wait, put it in one. Actually, you know what? Drag the damn link to your desktop. If you're on a PC, drag it to your desktop. Otherwise, you'll be like me and have everybody stuck and watch later for freaking ever. I tell you, everybody in the stream is worth watching. Drag it to your damn desktop. They're more important than your watch later because you're going to like them. Especially Bossy, R5, everybody in here. They all have content to share. If you don't like it, you know what? Don't sit there and pretend and leave comments like the damn bots do. Don't do it. I'm not going to freaking... That just irritates the crap out of me, you know? And it irritates the crap out of you, too. You know? Right? It's not that hard to get to know each other. Stay in the chat. Your link gets automatically dropped. Okay, there's another thing I was thinking about saying, but I might wait until tomorrow night to do it. Or actually tonight. Holy crap, it's already midnight. So I guess it'll happen in less than 12 hours. It'll probably be in my next live stream this afternoon. And it'll be a little bit... It'll be like 18 hours from now or something like that. I was thinking about basically, here's a hint, as I'm pretty much going to be doing a giveaway, but it's going to be a giveaway that's going to be fair. So I'm going to be like, I'm still got it kind of figured out, but I'm not completely figured out. But it's people that always come into my stream are going to have a higher chance. And you know what? It isn't count. You can't win it. You can't win it unless you've already been a part of my stream. And my bot keeps track of every damn thing. You didn't know that. So the higher points you have, the higher likely chance you have of winning. So if you don't like that, when you've been a supporter of my stream, most likely, probably, randomly you could win, but you wouldn't. But that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna plan on giving like a whole bunch of stuff away, money. Hopefully, you have PayPal. Otherwise, you can just mail it to you, snail mail. Yeah, no, don't want to do that. I want a confirmation. I don't play the snail mail game. I don't play the snail mail game. But I want to make it fun, and I want to make it, somebody actually win it that deserves it. Somebody that's been there for me, and then, and has been there for everybody else. I mean, it doesn't matter. If you've been in my stream forever, you can win it. It doesn't matter. I'm not leaving anybody out. There's a couple people that are definitely included that I don't want to win. I mean, I hope they don't win. But you know what? I'll let the random generator figure that out for me. Maybe they're meant to win. You'll never know who I'm talking about. It's none of your business. Just talking shit. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that but you know what? If they're here, and I can see their comments, then they might win. All right. Enough of the games. You guys want to come up? It's been like 16 minutes already. I've been rambling. Anybody want to come up on the panel? I literally set my alarm. My imaginary alarm. And it is 2-hour live stream. I'm ending the stream at 2 o'clock at the latest. Damn, is that like a really bad alarm setting? I think so. Want me to turn the music up? I'm not planning on monetizing the video, so if you have any song requests, as long as I can look it up and find out that it's like, it's not blocked worldwide or totally like discombobulated. I mean, I'm not monetizing this live stream. This is going to be monetized for you guys. So this is completely going to be this stream. I've already got, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for any like monetization. I mean, right now it could be monetized, but I do want to keep it appropriate, so no porn bombing me, all right, please. If you think it's funny, you guys can just please just handle your business off my stream, you weirdos. Yeah. Why do it on the YouTube stream? You get paid big money on other places. Did I just drop the link? I think I did I not? I don't think I did. Damn, it didn't go through. Well, there's a link. You guys want to come up in the basement? You're welcome to. It's all right. I promise I won't fall asleep. I lie. I kid. Come on, man. You got to freaking host the thing. Come on, be part of the community. Host my stream for me. Just don't get naked, unless you're extremely hot or something. Come on, I don't want to go down all heavy and we don't want to see your dingleberries. And everybody's scared to come up here. That's just funny as hell. Premier Hell, FFDP. FFDP. is the volume too loud on this damn thing? I think it is. My bot, I can't even hear my bot. I can't hear the thing. I gotta switch my bot over to this, but I shouldn't. I should be able to hear it over the radio. No, we can social distance if you want. Blind Cube. Oh wow, man! How you doing?
What's going on there, buddy?
How are you doing?
I'm doing awesomely. I can't read, but I can write. Right?
I got a question though. Why do you wear glasses? Because it's like, because I was talking to Flowback, I was like, how does he wear glasses if he's blind?
And they're just part of me. I mean, if you look at like all of my super old like Facebook posts, yeah, I mean, I always wore glasses all my life, like since I was like 12 years old. So I was like, I went to the doctors, and ironically, that I went to I got my hearing tested before this whole thing broke out, and I got my eyes checked, and they did the whole like super I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna do the other one, and then they sent me these glasses, and I was like, my eyes don't work, you know that, right? You guys, I'm blind, right? I use the cane.
No, your eyes move to where you're focusing, and so it really makes it hard to believe that you're blind. To be honest.
Well,
for me, I'm just saying. For me, looking in, it's hard for me to be like, oh, you don't look blind. But I'm not one to judge, but just my understanding or my visual thing is like, how could you be blind? You seem so well aware.
I lost my sight due to a brain injury. Like I was in a car accident, and
all I gotta say is you got a hell of a good memory if you're not blind. Like you literally know where everything is. You can put stuff together. You can see how everything is put together, but you're also making cubes. So all I gotta say is a lot of trolls would come in and be like, "You're just a fake blind dude." You have that a lot.
I get all the time. I have a good nice base of Troll Patrol, my elite blind member nights on my channel, and every twice a week now I've been honoring 2 people that have been loyal and faithful to my show, and I got a good base going. Approximately 20 to 50 people view my show every day, so.
No, I'm sorry to put the first thought on my mind right out there on the line.
I know that's the first. That's the first
question that I ask. I mean, why not? When I get to know somebody, like the first thing that concerns me, I'm going to ask you: is it true? Is this true? This is how I feel, and this is what I want to understand.
Yeah, this is exactly why I like going on these panels, and most people, they already what I'm supposed to look like. Just when I say I'm blind, and then I'm supposed to look, I'm supposed to have all sorts of, I'm like, hey guys, hey, I'm just crashing and stuff and bumping. It's like, no, you got to first think about, we have way more than just 5 senses, right? If you think about your sense of time, your sense of gravity, your sense of empathy.
I talk a lot about that, but I've never been blind before. That's why I like to talk to Flo back, because she has another sense of who people are just by how they talk.
Yeah, and
so you can't hide who you are from a blind person. That is a fact.
Yeah, that is true.
They see between the other side of what's going on.
It's not color, it's not texture, it's not shapes, it's not. At first, when I first went to your channel, I didn't know you do the whole filter thing, and I didn't get it. And everyone was like, "Cat." I don't get what he's a cat.
Yeah, there's
I'll play along. I got my little buddy.
Jeff, tell me, you don't have to re-up. You get pretty much the same thing, Jeff. I mean, I really don't offer anything other than a link on my thing. I mean, I had to make sure I could offer more, Jeff told me. You don't have to up your memberships. But it's pretty much if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Don't worry about it, man. I just appreciate you being here. You've been a great. I'm always happy to see you here. I really want to pay you for being here because you're always here. That's
And
how
I
much I
got done.
appreciate everybody here. Being one of these days, if I ever get rich, everybody in my stream one day, if I ever win the lottery, everybody in my stream, $1,000,000. There we go. You know, that rich, if I ever get that rich, hell yeah, everybody in my stream is going to get $1,000,000. Like, you didn't think I'd do it? I did it, didn't I? Hell yeah, I wouldn't give a crap. If I ever got rich, you guys would just get random checks for being on my stream. And I look, you don't think I could keep track of the people who are in my stream or who's last? I mean, I got a computer that does it. And plus, I see what you do to other people, man. I'll be watching, man. I know people are saying anything. I don't judge people. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but if you keep making the same freaking mistake, it's insane. You know, it's okay. I make the same, but I'm insane. So you know what? Go ahead.
The 2010s. Every day, due to my brain injury, something happens when I sleep. So I wake up every day. It's October 30th, 2010. And I have to find my way back here to the present. Sometimes a hard way. Sometimes it doesn't go as smoothly. But every day I have to make my way here from 2010. It's always Halloween. It's always the day before Halloween. And for the longest time, that was the first thing I would think about every single day was just, how did I get stuck? And then the reason I kind of started wearing my glasses is because right here in the side of my face, I got this like really big scar. And it was the last time I got jumped. It was when I was homeless, living in Anchorage, which is about 50 miles from the town I'm in. And I don't drink very often, and I've been sober for a year and like 8 months now. And anyways, that day I was drinking. I had a beer, had my own little solitary beer I had, and I was sipping on it. And then they bought me a drink called the Trash Can. I was like, what could be? It's called the Trash Can. What can happen? And then right after that drink was done, the next thing I know, I came to. They pushed me, hit me again, and then I came to, and there's like 4 or 5 guys holding me down on a gurney, trying to sew my eye closed because it was like gushing like blood, and it was like a pretty nasty scar. And I was just like, oh lordy! And I just remember it like the needle like digging into my eye, and I was just thrashing like crazy, and I just like felt it. Because they didn't use like any of the numbing things. They didn't want to like stab me willy-nilly with that numbing agent. They didn't use any.
I'd be like, I want more numbing agent.
and I was just drunk. I don't know how I got that drunk. My friend that I talked to after, he said after I got done with that drink, it was bad. And since I'm blind, I have some light perception, but if there's no color, no texture, no shapes, no nothing. It's really kind of. It's sometimes for me it's a little surreal waking up and there's just nothing. And sometimes when I do dream, I can see in my dreams, and I can see like I was like I'm looking at the ocean, or I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh no, don't wake up, and I wake up to this, like looking for a light in a room that I can never find and turn on.
It's hard.
But I mean physically, metaphorically, I have. With my show, with my channel, I have.
You know what, Jeff Dillman? Yeah, I do toss money away because money isn't.
Money isn't.
I mean, yeah, you can. I dropped the link in there. If you want to upgrade, you can. But I gotta get things situated so I can really give more. I mean, I don't want to get nothing for free. You know, you guys want to donate generously and give me a super chat, that's fine. But you know what? Then I always go back and be like, what can I do with this money? Because if I don't need it, I feel like I'm, unless I'm investing it into the channel, because you're donating to me. If I don't put it back into this channel or into the people that I enjoy that come to my channel, I'm selfish. I really feel like I literally couldn't survive without it.
For me, it's right now.
Then it's literally like I do this for fun. I really want to give back as much as I can, if I can. But if I can't, if I have to pay my power bill or my cable bill or my internet bill or that website bill or and only once a year, a lot of those bills only come. It doesn't add up to a lot. But I've already got it. You guys have done it to me. You guys have. This month I went whoa. I mean, it's like, man, I got like $300 coming to me this month. I am like super stoked, man. It's party time.
Yeah,
Excellent, man.
I had my first
I am like,
donation, and I'm so happy for that. For
yeah,
one
you
of
know
my
what? I had people
big
do that
donations.
to me, and you don't even know how much I can never forget them. And
Yep,
I'll
I'll
never
never
forget
forget
them, and
this
I
one.
always are always in my thoughts. And
Yep.
it's just like, man, it's like literally, it doesn't seem that complicated. But it's like they know that I always gonna
It
think
goes
about them.
with
Like I'm
time.
always worried, always thinking about. It is time.
Mhm.
The
Yep.
clock. The clock is
This
always
like
ticking.
right here.
But
This
the
right here is
fact
more
is
valuable than money, I think.
it is the time that you're coming up here talking to me, and the time sitting here listening to what we're talking to each other. You
Hmm.
know,
Yep.
it's priceless. You know what I mean? We got. I mean, it doesn't even matter if there was like 8 people watching this, 20 people watching, 18 people watching. It doesn't even matter to me. I mean, it's like I'd rather just appreciate the time that you're here with me and listen to you. And it's like you can definitely join a higher tier, but I don't think I'm giving you a valuable. I mean, I'm giving you a link, but I'm also giving you a website already. I feel like my second tier is only for just a generosity upgrade. And I don't give you any more perks. It's not worth it, dude. Don't upgrade. You don't have to. You're perfect. You're right where I want you. You're just like you're right there. I just trying to get. I'd like to get those people out there that are really just amazing, like you are. I'm not throwing money away if you don't give it to me. You're throwing money away because I'm going to throw it somewhere else to somebody else most likely, or
It's kind
pay
of
my
the
thing
whole
off.
eye
You
of
know what
the
I mean?
beholder thing. Another man's
I mean,
trash, another
it's
man's
the
treasure.
thing is I really have more than I could ever bear to even explain how under you know what how you know what I look at the other people in this world, and it's like a lot of people like look at other people and be like, oh, look what I got, I got this and you don't, ha ha ha. You know what? And it's like those people are like braggers, and it's like, man, I wish I could just give you I wish I could duplicate this set and give it to you. That's how I am. I wish I could, if I could just give you this set, the same thing I got, even if it was better, because I'm comfortable with what I got. I don't really need anything better. If I could just get you the
No,
same thing, it
why
would
am
be
I
fine. I'm happy
giving it?
with what I
I
got.
give because I know I don't give because I have a lot. I give because I know what it's like to have nothing, and that's the motto. Pretty much, if I had a life motto, that would be mine.
Well, you know what? I know what it is like to have nothing too, because I've been there multiple times. But I've been multiple times. I ended up building everything up and losing it, building everything up and losing it, building everything up and losing it. You know what? You will end up in that strategy. That happens all the time.
I'm
A
glad
lot
I
of
got a
people
good
will
base.
build things up. You know what? And it only
Oh,
happens if
I
you
want
are
to tell you, I was in the National Guard. I was a helicopter mechanic, which was probably the most fun I've ever had learning in my entire life. Learning how something stays in the air, and
isn't that fascinating? I love
it
that
is.
type of knowledge.
It was a real exercise in how I categorized my knowledge, how I interacted with physical objects, going from two-dimensional paper, words to physical object in real life, and then having to interact not only in a maintenance aspect, but a whole complete tear down and rebuild from nothing. And that is really something you can't. I'm glad I've had all of my trainings. I've been security guard, dump truck driver, school bus driver, cashier. I've went all sorts of different types of jobs. I worked at the Alaska State Fair, and my
Do you
JROTC is
see? I mean, I wish I could say, could you see this? But somebody duplicated my avatar.
huh?
Somebody duplicated my avatar and's got Kitty Cat as the name. I got some serious fans.
It's
You make me so
cool.
happy. Look, I got Kitty Cat. Hi, Kitty. How you doing, Kitty? Kitty meow. You
Thank
know,
you.
Kitty Cat meow.
Imitations,
Look.
yeah.
And it was like, oh, it'd be like, oh, block them, they're trolls. Well, they didn't say nothing wrong. I mean, block them when they start to say that's what the block thing is for. You know, they want to come in here and have fun and play around with other accounts. I have nothing wrong with that. I mean, what the heck, man? You're only having fun on YouTube if you're having fun on YouTube. If you start to judge people because they don't have any content, you're gonna ruin your channel. End of
I go
story.
by interaction. As soon as the one
Yeah, as
one
soon as
off,
it's a negative interaction, then it's like,
yeah,
okay, well, you're gonna have to
on
go.
guard, shields
One,
up.
one, one warning, unless it's so offensive that it doesn't deserve to be a warning, and then it's gone. You
Yep.
know, ain't nobody in this channel said anything that deserves. I mean,
Guess what? Guess,
there is a doppelganger. Come on, you know that's my avatar. Come on, I mean, you know, and I'm not like, oh, man, you copying me, kitty cat, kitty cat. I mean, but you know what? That just means somebody appreciates me. They spent the time to make a whole nother channel, name it Kitty Cat. You know what? How can I not say thank you? You know what? You really, that means that I care, you care about me, and why the heck would I be come around telling you that I hate you for spending that time to do that? You know, regardless if you spent time in a troll account, I mean, what people would call a troll account, you know, that's what they would call you, a troll account. And it's not, I wouldn't call you a troll account, I'd call you a freaking fan account. You know what? That's what it is, but that's what other people would call you,
you
a
up
fan
on
account.
your panel.
Well, it
I
doesn't
wrote
even matter.
down
Like
every
Mary
single.
McDonald's just laughing at Jeff Dillman, and there's a freaking golden subscriber. She thinks she's the little people. That's not the little people. Those are the real people. Those are the people that are just trying to watch YouTube, love YouTube, understand YouTube, love these streams, to watch streams, love all the freaking stuff, know what's going on. Mary McDonald could probably teach me a thing or two. Little people, you ain't the little people. You're the big people. You're the ones watching. You guys know
No,
what you want to watch. You know
every
what you want to care
I
about.
ever played or know.
David, the producer's in here. Oh wait. Hey. What's up? We here. Good to see you, David. And we got this. What's this? Kabuski Arts. I'm the real OG. That's what you gotta feel about. You're always the real OG. Everybody in here is a real OG.
Yep.
You know? We got Kitty Cat. I'm Premier Hell's twin kitty. Oh yeah. Hey, twin kitty. I'm trying to figure out who you really are, but you know what? You can remain anonymous. You can give yourself away. It's okay. I mean, as long as you're not mean, as long as you're not hurt. I mean, all I gotta say is, all I don't like is trolls that hate on people, other people in the
Just to
chat.
hate.
Yeah,
Hate
just
just to hate.
behave. Just behave, kitty. Just behave. If you're my twin, then you'll definitely start. You'll start freaking like talking about other people and how much you like other channels. That's what would be my twinning. That would be my twin. Tell me how much you like freaking David the producer. Tell me how much you like Blind Cube. Tell me how great Flo Beck is. Tell me how good God Demonicon is in the Metal Music Maniac. Tell me how great everybody in this freaking chat is and how much you just appreciate that I didn't block you or tell my mods to block you because you have a freaking free voice. And even though you have the same icon as me, you haven't said anything against or anything mean against anybody in this stream. So why would I block you? And that's the thing. Is like Mary McDonald's in here. She thinks she's the little people, but she's not. She's the people that everybody wants to get. Those type of people in their stream. Honest feedback, honest encouragement, the true view of your channel, not some, oh, I love the content, great video, and only watch like 24 milliseconds of the damn video and left you a comment with a freaking I hope to see you soon. You know what? I'm not down with that. You know, that's why I don't even bother with that crap.
Hell yeah. Thank you for the $10. You're awesome, David, the producer. Nothing but love, brother. Sing it.
Nothing but love for you too, my friend. You know, David, the producer, is an amazing man. He's a producer. He actually knows what he's doing when it produces the stuff. You know, you could come back here and tell me wrong. Why don't you go freaking check his channel out and tell me I'm wrong? You know, I tell you, he actually is a good person. He supports many channels, and if you have content, he's there for you. And if my Moz Jervis already on top of it, right when I said Jervis, there's a link. You know, you're welcome. I mean, honestly, if you don't freaking check out the super chatters that are dropping money on me, then what are you doing with yourself? You don't want people to come to your channel? You know what? You don't want to get a hold of David the producer and find out what he produces or can help you to produce? If you can't put a little bit of money down on the line for a little bit of advice, you know what? There's a lot of people that definitely help out. They don't have money. You know what? I know they don't have money. And I know I don't. It's not about the money. Time is precious. Time is precious. And it's like YouTube, you all bitching about YouTube spending so much freaking time and giving all this free content to everybody and putting everybody out there making everything fair. How the heck am okay, well, YouTube took 30% of that. You know what? I am proud to say that YouTube took 30% of that because they had faith of me for the whole freaking years that I've had YouTube channels and uploaded garbage that nobody would in their right mind would have ever wanted to watch. But then the YouTube even pushed it out on multiple channels, never got monetized. YouTube never made a dime from those videos. Why the hell would I not want to freaking give 30% of my super chats to freaking YouTube for just providing a platform and trying to police it? So you know what? Shout out to YouTube and shout out to everybody that super chats on YouTube and not afraid to give them any money. Because YouTube, I stick up for YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have met so many damn people, networking, all that stuff. You know what? That's the reason why networking still exists. Because if it wasn't for all of me, but people do it wrong. People do it wrong, and I can rant on and on and on. We all did. We all did. And if we're gonna tell ourselves that, oh, I did it right, I left a legitimate comment. I literally pretended to watch the whole video. Or if you said it that way, then you probably did it exactly the same way I did. I mean, you pretty much were in a rush to get the numbers. And that isn't the right way. Honestly, you want to get Mary McDonald. That's Mary McDonald. You want to get these legitimate subscribers on your channel. People that are they think that they're little people when they go to these grow streams. They go to these networking streams. They think that they're little people, and they're not. They're the people that we really are. Why are we growing our channel for creators? I mean, I hate the freaking. I mean, this is the worst thing. I bet you all the creators coming in here thumbing down on my stream. I ain't like, oh my god, my ghost stream's all went to hell. You only got 10,000 subscribers. As far as you'll ever go is 30 million because there's only 30 million. Well, I might get 130 million, and they're not gonna have to. I ain't gonna have to freaking drop their link to their channel because all they wanted to do is watch my content. You know. But I'm not saying I would ever forget about people that have helped me grow. Like, why would I ever do it? It's like I'm saying it's all about your thought process. I'm not better than anybody on this planet. I am not greater than anybody in this planet. I mean, I do things better sometimes than people, but sometimes I do things worse.
I mean, it's all about a different way of seeing things.
Oh, well, obviously. Well, let me know. Yeah, I'm going to give you the floor for a second because I have to use the and it's a good thing because you're a great person, and if any one of my moderators can drop the link for you because I know I know you're being honest. It doesn't even matter. There's no point in lying about stuff. And that's another thing is a lot of people lie about facts, you know what? And if you don't want to come honest with anything, that's the thing is I try to come clean. If I made a mistake, I just come honest with it. everybody makes mistakes. I don't judge people. You know what? But you know what? You know in your heart what's right and wrong. Not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. I'm gonna let Blind Cube have the
Mhm.
floor here. I know he's a great dude. He is a heart. He's always in my stream. Everybody does. So
I
I will
wrote
let
down
you.
every single song I know, every single song that I want to learn. Today was a learning day. I just listened to songs, just piano songs. I listened to them once or twice, and then I have that picture in my mind. How I see them, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. I do not know. I cannot explain. My world is a series of dancing lights, fuzzy geometry, as Daniel Kish would say. He is a, a blind traveler, and he does echolocation. You can look him up right now on YouTube, this platform we are on right now. His name is Daniel Kish. He rides bikes. I recently have ridden a bike. I have two uploaded videos upcoming. They are uploading at 11 a.m. Alaska time, which is some other time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they are probably the scariest, most exhilarating bike ride of my entire life. It was mere feet, probably 2 foot from traffic, but it was safe. I mean, and a couple of these videos I'm coming up tomorrow at 11 a.m. and then 12 p.m. I go live. 12 p.m. every day, Alaska time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play piano. I'm currently recovering from a small injury. I usually play the guitar as well, and I can take up the violin again. It's really hard to play the violin like adequately. If you there's like that one he just rang the drum too hard that one time, and then that whole for me the audience portion of the violin, I have to get above intermediate before I express it. Or I don't sometimes maybe just having an audience makes you play better. I don't know. I found that having an audience helps if you want to really express your emotions and express your talents in the piano. All of my recent live streams, I haven't delved too deep into them, but I have in the past. The past live streams, my evolution of who Blind Cube, who I am, Jeremiah, how I got here, how all of us got here, why we got here, when. My little show has evolved from me ranting, just live figuring out how to live stream, solving a Rubik's Cube, just a standard one, not a very complicated one, not a super fragilistic HBL. No, it's not it. No, it's just a standard Rubik's Cube like this. What's that, Steve? What did you say? It's super simple. Well, it is. It's just a ball of colors, right? It's like I just stuck together some Starburst and I showed it to you. It's eye candy. Eye candy. What's that, Chewy? What's that? Scramble it more. I'm memorizing. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Chewy's. I got a witness right here. Chewy's right here. Hold on. All right. One that way, one this way. There's no possible way I can memorize all this, can I? No. Can I see any bit? What is seeing? Hmm? The perception of your world? Well, I read Braille. I can just by eyes glance right now, I can tell you just this side, the center is the white side, and there's already a few friends. What's that, Jimmy? We're doing a live show? No, this isn't just a chat show, right? Well, Nevertheless, let's do a little bit of Rubik's Cube solving anyway. I got the floor. Well, might as well utilize it. All right. Make sure you have your center. Pick your center. It matches, right? They match with the sides. It matches awesomely, I think. Make a cross. Make sure the crosses match on the edge. Every one of the edges. Bam. And then you just flippy-dippy corner edge. Flippy-dippy corner edge. And then you do the same thing on this side. And then you do the same thing on this side. And the same thing on this side. Well, once you get all of the corner edge flippy-dippies in there, we go ahead and just thingy this way. And then all of this thingy this way. And this is all technical. You know, this is very, very educational stuff. So you got to pay attention. And then before you know it, the colors all kind of burst and come together. What's that? That was ridiculously fast. No, that was not. That was not, but it was. I am one finger down, by the way. So that added just 2 or 3 milliseconds or 2 or 3 seconds to my time. So try that again. Maybe we can get better. Maybe I can do it one-handed. Okay, so on this little one here, you see this? Nothing compared to the exponentials of the 4x4x4 Rubiks Cube. This one also, as you can tell, is also brailled. How? Extreme tactile ability from this person here, me. This is the cube that kind of launched my channel. How, you ask? Well, I told myself, if I can do this fast, if I can do this within a minute, if I can do this within 45 seconds, if I could do this within 42 seconds, maybe I could. Maybe we can. Maybe we should. Maybe we ought to, Chewy. My little buddy Chewy right here, by the way, is my little companion in my show, Blind Cube Live Show. Every day is growing. Every day we're getting more and more structured. Every day we're finding our voice and our light. I've had grand amount of help and patience, learnt, relearnt, forgotten, relearnt, and then relearnt even more again by routine, good interactions, and a good positive vibe. You got to harness your positive vibes in streams like this or in videos. I've been really kind of diving into like headfirst into like good, nice, structured nature content, cube content, interactive building content, not only building of my live show, but building of PPE, protective equipment for this whole tobacco we're in, right? My prized possession. Please stand by. I not only functioned and made this myself, this is fully functional. I don't need it to be like anti-fog or anything, but this is like all handmade and fully functional. I got full protection. Full protection from the outside through a filtered medium. Perfect, huh? What's that doing? I look ridiculous. I know. I'd rather look ridiculous than feel ridiculous. Anyway, carrying on with the task at hand. What? No way you can get this. No way. Time, you say? Okay, timing. 15 seconds will go. I'm inspecting, right? Getting the picture. Focusing the lens. 9, 8, 5, 4. Let's go. And yes, and you might be saying, you're cheating. Well, who are you to govern how I see, right? I'm just kidding. That's mean. I know, but really, I've been like accused of lying, which is kind of odd. I don't really know who started the whole blind dude thing, but Stop it. Every day we got to break the mold, or we're like rejigger it so it's just like you don't look like the ridiculous one because you can't see. It's like I know I'm not ridiculous. Well, the world is getting kind of ridiculous, but okay, for this particular section, we got the centers done, right? We got the centers done. These little 4x4 section here. Now we're just working on it.
The world is getting ridiculous, and
yeah, and we just have to work on gauging that ridiculousness, and then.
And it's like it doesn't even matter, because even if you weren't blind, as fast as you can solve that puzzle, it's like amazing, man. It's talented. Even if you weren't blind, you still got to give you props. Why do you have to lie about anything that's not true? It's like, and it's like, and there's a whole different definition of what is blind. You know what? You might not be. You never said how blind you were. You never claimed that. Yeah, you're blind. You suffer from a huge disadvantage. Well, you never told me, Jeff Gilbin.
That Band-Aid off every conversation. It's like
you didn't have to do that, bro. I am the outsider. Slan.
Oh yeah. Thank you for the $20.
Check it out.
Check it out. I am the
Ouch.
section of the registered trademark Slan.
All right. So now that we have this out of the way.
Wow, bro. Well, thank you so freaking much. I ain't gonna. And
then just solve it. I know it's gonna be like not all the way by the time we can work our way around it. Like,
I mean, it is amazing. But all I gotta say is, if somebody says something, man, take their word for it. I mean, that's all I can say. Is he has no reason to lie. I mean, even if he isn't blind, I mean, why would he do it? There's a whole definition of differences on blindness. Like, there is, like, people are half blind. People can't see stuff close up, and then some people can just can't concentrate unless they they literally focus. Like, you can understand that they have to literally, you know what I mean? They have to focus their face towards it, and even though their eyes go in a natural direction, I've seen that happen on a legitimately blind person. It's been proven back in the day. And it's like, and I understand that you guys might think that he's not blind, and I'm questionable myself. So that's why I asked him before he came on the panel whether he was really blind or not. There's nothing shamed about coming clean and being honest. You can always come up and say, I was just playing, you thought I was blind. Although it would piss off a hell of a lot of people, because you had us thinking that you're blind. I mean, all I gotta say is, regardless, there's nothing to play about. Because I mean, I don't feel sorry for people, period, because they're blind. I could see that I would never want to be blind, and regardless, just the thought of being blind makes me appreciate that I got my sight, and other people don't.
It's a daily. A lot of people thing. I gotta really.
Well, it doesn't matter, and I'm not one to sit here and judge you and criticize you, or even pick. I'll nitpick you later and be like, how else? And then I can figure out what I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care. The point is it does it really freaking matter if the Earth is round or flat, or if he's blind or he's not? The fact is, he's a freaking genius. He's fast. He's a caring person. Does it really care? I mean, honestly, I still don't care. I mean, you don't have to lie to kick it, is all I gotta say. In the end of the story, I can say that no matter what, with the smile on my face. You just don't have to lie to kick it. I still like you no matter what. Even if you are lying, you're welcome to tell me the truth at any time, and I'm still not gonna hate you or even be mad at you. I mean, I know you're just trying to maybe at this. It's like, a lot of people disrespect the blind people and think that they can't do it themselves.
Actually, I don't even need to. I'm gonna put this whole thing up like this. I don't even need the mask part.
Wow.
Maybe see the whole. There we go. How's this look? Ridiculous. Oh yeah, I know, ridiculous. I wouldn't make any friends that way.
And thank you so much, Juris.
All right.
But no, I mean, I just hope you guys don't judge anybody. I mean, and anybody like looking at the links right here that are in the chat, for the love of God, don't freaking like, don't go and troll their channel. Hey, we got Fall Army on here, and he's gonna have his opinion too. So you know, it's always good to have a second opinion. You know. And let me make this more sociable.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
How you doing?
I wasn't trying to be mean and say that he wasn't blind or that he was blind. I'm just saying that I have friends that are vision impaired and I have friends that are legally blind, whatever that means. You know
I don't
what I mean?
know what that means. I really don't. I've been called legally blind, visually impaired, blind.
Right.
I mean, it's a spectrum for everyone. Everyone's different. There's no one standard of perception of the world.
I mean, all I gotta say is it's not my place to put people in their place. It's just the only thing I try to do is encourage people to be honest, because the truth will set you free.
Right. Honesty is the best policy. But I wasn't judging him. I was just saying, you know, there's a lot of difference.
I didn't think anybody was. I'm honestly guilty myself, because I started off the conversation as it doesn't look like you're blind. You know, I mean, I was the one that started the conversation, you know, and that's what people want to know. Are you really freaking blind? I know Flowback's blind, because when you go to her channel and she wants to show her face, and I mean, and she's a beautiful woman, and nobody realizes it because they all look, because they're not blind, or maybe they're not blind enough.
I don't know what anybody looks like. Honestly.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, it's just you wish you were blind or something. And if you have anything bad to say about my friends, you know what? You better freaking karma's a bitch, man. I don't want to make you blind. I don't want anybody to be blind. I mean, would you curse a blind person? I mean, I already did it when I had freckles. When I didn't have freckles, and I made fun of somebody that had freckles. I got freckles. If I ever told anything bad about a blind person, oh my gosh, would I regret that 100,000%.
Right. I don't judge anybody. It's not right.
I mean, I take it. You know what? If they're doing it, that's the thing. All it is. It's the point is there's always a reason behind everything. And who are you to judge? I mean, I got so many damn needles in my eyes.
One of my last jobs was a police officer, so I know the range of people in society and how they act under pressure, under disaster, under all sorts of different situations. I've been there. I mean, I've saved lives. I've kept people from freezing outside just because I was out on patrol, you know. And my other job was a tenderboat captain. I was a captain for 5 years. I held a crew of 3, myself included. And no, it was not myself and I. It was
you said a crew of 3. I know how to do math.
My dad and his girlfriend were at my. First, it was just my dad and I for the first 3 years. I was the deckhand for that first year. Then we switched places. I was captain, he was deckhand, and then he ran the boat because he was more experienced at finding the river. I did all the paperwork. I was good with numbers. I could remember everyone's name, everyone's face, how many kids they had, where they were fishing at, how many different kinds of.
How many kids do I have?
You have 3. Just from what I heard in the previous streams, right?
Are you counting me as my own kid?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm my own kid. I mean, I didn't know he's counting 3. He must be counting me, myself, and my kids. That'd be 4. But either way, you know, I only have 2 kids.
Okay, 2 kids. I have a son, but I unfortunately get never talk.
I would be insane if I had 3 kids.
Well, yeah, it's all.
Hey, Premier Kitty. I actually know who you are, but I'm not gonna say it here. Hey, I got my doping Angela in here, and he's being nice. I got somebody trolling me on another account, and just being nice. Hey, Kitty. It was funny. It means I gotta save my icon. I gotta like remirror my icon and change it up. But it doesn't matter. It's just proof that people can out there can be evil towards anybody. I mean,
That's
I'm
for
not
sure.
evil. I'm not evil towards anybody, and I normally don't get a lot of trolls coming on my channel because I really appreciate. I know that they're people, no matter what. And I would like to know what's bothering them, and I don't like it when my moderators block all the comments so I can't read them. You know, but on this chat they can block them, but I can still read them because they can't delete them through that. But I
The most
don't
I've ever
like. I
had in
don't. I
mind,
like to know. I like to know the feedback. I don't like the negativity.
the
But
most
I
I've ever
really,
had in my stream was when you raided me for my first raid. You and Jervis and who else was there? There's a whole bunch of people that raided me my first recording myself still.
yeah,
you
that
had
was a
my
good. You had a good video. You have a good, great personality. And
that was a
so,
great day.
why would I not bring up any one of my concerns when I first met you on the panel? It's like you don't seem like you're blind. You were too well aware, and maybe that's because your nature. You're too mathematically aware of where everything is. You know, you seem
I'm
too.
so glad I got a logical basis understanding of reality through like science, physics. I went through all of high school. I was
And I can
29 years
understand
old
that. Yeah, I really think
when
that you could really freaking like. I mean,
I
if
was
you are
29 years old when
blind,
I lost my sight completely, but it was 10 years ago, October 30th, 2010, when I had my brain injury. But like just with anything, I think my memory is logarithmic because not only do I remember my entire life before I had that injury 10 years ago, I remember every single day that I remembered my entire life starting from
I
nothing.
mean,
So there's like at least
all I gotta say is,
4,000 versions of me
if
realizing that I'm blind. Oh man, I'm
the
low on
only thing
battery.
is I've been able to. I mean, honestly, for me personally, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, and I don't judge people when they get stuck in a rut and they've been trying to work something.
Ooh, I've
It
been in
doesn't
a
matter.
10-year rut.
You know, it doesn't matter. It's like if people don't believe that you're blind, and maybe I myself don't believe that you're blind until I actually come up and meet you, I will be able to. I literally be able to prove that you're not blind. If you're blind or you're not
Right.
blind, I'll be able to prove it because there's certain reflexes that your eyes cannot ignore. And if I did those certain movements in front of you, I would be able to prove that you're not
I know for
blind. It
me,
would,
since I've had police
but
training,
that's
I
just.
get pretty anxious anyways when I'm like in like real life with
But your
and
eyeballs are moving around like you're literally like talking to me right now, and I'm sure everybody's seeing the same exact thing. I'm
Yeah.
not calling you that, and a lot of people are seeing that. And why the heck am I gonna say anything the same thing I'm feeling, and everybody else a little bit more uncomfortable to say it?
well, they're
You know
part of
what?
everyone's personality too. That kind of like when I'm thinking of like what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's like written down as like a script. Like when I'm on my show, then I'll stare off and like read it in my head. Yeah,
Okay,
and
well,
like my
can you
eyes move
take your
around it.
glasses? Can you take your glasses off?
Yeah,
Why? Okay,
they
I know.
they're not.
Flo
I don't
Beck was
think they're
talking to
like.
me.
I
Flo
don't think
Beck was
they're.
talking to, yeah, they're definitely prescription glasses. You just proved that your camera just proved that they're
Cool.
prescription glasses. I mean, I've seen the yeah,
Yeah, because
they're definitely
they
subscription
gave them to me.
glasses.
This is the so-called doctors. I was like,
You're about ready to kick
they
me,
don't.
Jeff Dillman. I know.
I was
I'm
like, I
just
can
being
explain.
real,
Hey,
man.
wait,
He's a good
no,
dude. I'm not. I mean, anybody can freaking be. I mean, all you gotta say is everybody makes. You just don't have to.
oh,
I mean, all I gotta say is even if you are. Even if you aren't blind or
here.
completely blind or even
These are
partially blind, you're still blind.
my LeVar streaming glasses. I see everything that LeVar Burton sees.
Mm,
But you know what? Why the hell am I Premier Hell if I can't freaking speak the most hellacious things with a kind heart? You know what?
Yeah, I
I'm
can
not
be.
trying to call you out and say anything, but if I have any questions, I'm gonna be like, hey, I mean, this is what other people are seeing. If you're blind, you look like you're not blind, damn it.
Right.
Hey, don't show them all your cards.
I mean, it's
See,
funny, but the
he
point
has
is a lot of people don't like the deceiving nature of people. Like, I'm not going to deceive people and tell them that, well, if I'm a cat. No, I'm freaking not. I'm not a cat. I'm not.
I didn't
Everybody
get it
thinks I'm a
first.
cat. I'm
I get
literally
it
a
now.
person. I'm a
I didn't
person
get
with
it
a
first.
face, and I
get it.
got a background. I got a green
Oh my
screen.
God, you're showing your actual face. Holy shit.
What the
I
hell?
should
I
get
do
it
it. I do it
disguised.
all the time, man. I've done it. Look at my thumbnails. My face is on a lot of my thumbnails. I'm not worried about it. I learned
I thought it
Snap
was a
Camera.
filter.
No, I learned. Well, you thought that my face was a filter?
No, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you, Premier. Jesus.
Damn. I didn't think I was that. Hey, so
No,
what do I
hello,
look like?
baby.
Hey, Blind Cube, what do you think of me?
I don't know. It's weird gauging what people look like. I mean, if I like met you in person, like your presence and like in the room, or how you
Hey,
carry a conversation, how you
I'm
how you
shouting you
talk.
out right now.
What's that?
I'm shouting Blind Cube out right now.
Cool.
The reason he doesn't look like he's blind is because he hasn't been blind his whole entire life. See, if he was born that way, I think his perseverance and everything would be different.
I mean, there's 2015. The end of 2015 is when everything changed. Everything.
Right.
It didn't go. At first, it was dark. Yes. At first, it was shapeless. At first, it was no light. And I mean, the perception of light is really difficult for me. It has to be extremely bright or warm, or I have like a flashlight that's high LED, and that perception is a vague term. A good video that describes best on how these different injuries and how people perceive the world is called Blind But Still Can See, and it's by a channel called Knowing Better, and that's the one he best described what I would describe. I don't know, even if I had 1,000 years, I couldn't describe what I see.
See, I have a friend that's what they call vision impaired, but see, he's been blind his entire life, and he makes all kinds of weird noises and clicks and everything. Because he's been that way. He's been that way his whole life.
Especially if I'm in an unfamiliar environment, I have a dog clicker I've used to kind of gauge the sound and the shape of a room.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really kind of something that could be taught, I think. I think
right. It's a way to give you the perseverance that you need, that you know what's going on, how big the room is that you're in, and I mean, a lot of people do it outside, like, in the real world. They'll tap.
Somebody I knew.
At first, when I first started this channel, that was the first thing I thought about was my blindness. But now that now that's pretty much the last thing I think about even in my daily life too. Granted, yeah, when I'm not streaming, when I'm not online and stuff, everything in here is completely dark. There's no lights in here. None of these are on, and the whole visual aspect of my life is all for you guys. I can do all this braille, everything. I can do everything in complete darkness.
Right.
When I was first starting my channel, my mom would come in and she would go, "Hey, what? Anybody in here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just sitting in here." And he's like, "It's totally dark in here." I'm like, "That's how blindness works, Mom." And my family still kind of to this day don't realize. They still he had brain injury. He had a big ass accident when and he's just injured. His brain broken. His person, my life, everything was gone. It's still to this day. I mean, it feels like it. Sometimes I feel just bouts of hopelessness and waking up and like, oh man, I've gotten nowhere. 10 years of this brain, I've gotten nowhere. But no, that's not how life works for me. I had to kind of show it to myself. I mean, I had a couple of depression mode streams. I mean, they didn't. There's not a good thing to do when if you're depressed or having bouts of depression or hopelessness. It's not a good thing to do is stream. You got to be in the right
Right.
state of mind to
No,
stream.
yeah, you don't wanna. I mean, on YouTube they don't like that, but no, but for real though, if you're not feeling good and you go live stream, a lot of people are gonna freaking get mad at you because you're trying to get the drama in your stream, and drama
No,
sells.
well,
Drama is like, yeah, that's like a thing. But you know, I'm gonna be right there trying to be like, no, 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 get off YouTube. Just call me on the phone, man. You know. I
I've
mean,
learned
it's like literally call your friends, talk to your friends. I mean, so YouTube
my
doesn't
little
should
support
be.
system.
YouTube is supposed to be a creative, fun, get to know, find the content you want, get the knowledge you need, and then respect the creators that do it. If you don't respect the creators that are showing you the stuff, then you're just like, I don't know. I can't say the dirty word. You're just a freaking troll. But yeah, I said it. I mean, you're just a troll. You're trolling people. You're just doing it. You're spoken. I think he lost his connection because he just dropped down.
Go check out Johnny Bravo.
But yeah, he literally thinking so much coming up. He can come back up. I think he literally just glitched out and kicked him down in the basement like it did me the other year. But it's good to see you, Tans World, Josh Ham, Jeff Dillman. Thank you again. You didn't have to do that at all. And I
I'm
really
going to
don't
go ahead
understand.
and
I really
sign
don't
off.
understand. I really don't understand what he meant by that. Jeff Dillman dropped this $20 super chat here. He's the outsider copyright. I am the outsider looking in. Is that what he meant? I think that's what he meant. I am the outsider looking in. I think that's what you meant. I don't know. I just feel it in my bones. And then we got a lot of people in here. I really admire everybody that's been hanging out on this, and anybody else is coming up. If you have anything related to the topic of what the evening, the frustrations, you know what I mean, whatever the heck, you know the rules. Those are the rules. If you don't know the rules, get to know the rules. And my moderators, I don't even look. I trust my moderators until they prove that I can't trust them. And I found it buried. Oh my gosh. He was up there way high. He's a member, and I totally missed him, and I apologize. I was like into the conversation, so let me go over my friend. Found it buried. Premier, there isn't anything to hate. You are a good guy as far as I'm concerned. You're a great guy. I have nothing bad to say about anybody. And if I have a question about somebody and they can't answer it, I still have nothing bad to say about them. That's just how I roll.
Man, I got a pretty cool bike riding video. It's like a third person video game. How like it's right behind, like it was right behind me when it was riding. It was looking on the left side. It was looking on the left side, closer to traffic as I was coming home. I made it home. Oh, geez. It has been quite a routine going through these bike runs. Oh my God. At first it was terrifying. I couldn't do it. I had to walk the entire time. I would just have the bike with me. I wouldn't ride it. I would just walk it the entire time. And then after that, after these last couple of weeks, I would just like, I'm not going to get anywhere if I'm just scared shitless all this time. And we just did an inaugural run with this bike, and it was really cool. It was smooth. I only crashed like maybe half a dozen times so far, and I'm a little bruised up, but I'm okay.
Right. I mean, regardless, I mean, honestly, to tell somebody that they're, I'm just happy I met you, Blind Cube. I know you're a great dude. I know you're always helping everybody. Anybody that doesn't agree with what your understanding is, it's just the thing is, man, people just got to accept that they don't know what they can't understand.
Yep. Most people just don't know what blindness is. For me, it's very personal because it's my brain that was injured that perceives my perception of not only because I get pretty nasty recurring migraines as well, on top of everything else. And, in tandem with, PTSD and anxiety, it sucks. But I've learned to recognize the triggers of migraines and the triggers of anxiety and PTSD. I've I've done that on this particular platform. I mean, I unfortunately I streamed when I didn't have an audience, and you know, sometimes getting the mirror kind of thrown back at you. But for me, it was audio mirror. Everything I said, everything I did, everything tried to convey, it kept tripping and falling over myself, and conceptualizations of how the world worked didn't really match up to what um, how I experience them, and so I would just say, no, that's not how the world works, and then forget everything and just carry on without really putting too much thought into it. Now that the whole world is flipped on its head, and everyone's trying to, you know, try to get through all this discombobulation, I had a good, nice window of understanding of how the world should operate.
There's a lot of freaking misunderstanding in the world. There's a lot of people that like look at people and be like, "Man, why am I listening to this dude?" I don't want that. I don't want people to listen to me and take every single word that I say and follow me. I would never ask anybody to do that. All I want anybody to do when I say something is take into consideration and Google it. Make sure it's real, because you know what? I wouldn't to actually look it up to make sure it's freaking a real saying. If I tell you something, if I go and tell you something's a problem in this planet, or somebody's a problem in this planet, and you take my word for it and don't come back and tell me I was wrong, if I was wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, like, I'm not right, but I'm never gonna freaking tell you not to go freaking double check, because that's what the one person out there deceiving you is. Wait, hold on. You go to a freaking priest and they're the televangelist. You go to a thing and be like, hold up, let me find this in the Bible. They'll be like, you're kicked out of this church right now. Why would you? How dare you defy my authority? You know, they ain't gonna freaking tolerate you freaking questioning their authority, because they're pretending that they're God. They know it all. You know, they ain't gonna have you encourage it. Anybody that doesn't know the truth ain't gonna want you to look for it, and that's a fact.
Yep. That is
true. I mean, so you know what? You can't believe people that push you in the wrong direction for no freaking reason other than selfish gain and notoriety. That's it. That's all it is. They don't want you to freaking make them look bad. They don't want you to freaking, they want you to freaking take their word for it. That's it. Don't take people's word for it. Don't take my
right now. I think it's bright out still.
How the heck is it midnight for you? It's like 1:12 a.m. in the morning for me.
Yeah,
I never had anybody. You're in Alaska?
Yep.
Oh, that's the only people in the United States that's behind an hour. That was a great guess. That's the only thing I can remember that was like behind an hour. Alaska's behind 1 hour.
Yep. I am in Alaska. I was born, raised, lived like 95% of my life up here. Traveled the world, at least some of most of the United States. Hoping to travel the world before this whole kerfuffle happened, but just give it time.
No, it's only gonna last a couple years. The pandemic is gonna have this is a reoccurring 100-year anomaly.
I studied virology.
We're really gonna have to deal with this stuff. How about Hawaii? Mary McDonald says. How about Hawaii? I think Hawaii might be. Isn't it? Hawaii also is. Isn't it an hour behind too? Part of it.
Yep. Hawaii is Alaska time too.
Damn, I forgot about Hawaii. Well, I mean,
go ahead and off and then take
Alaska's a little bit quiet, a little bit closer.
Tomorrow's pre-show and tomorrow's show is at noon. It's in exactly 12 hours from now, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Well, yeah, you
sign
take.
off.
You have a good night, Blind Cube. Thank you
And
for
it's
coming
been
up on the
awesome,
panel,
awesome to
and
come and
thank
hang
you for
out.
talking to me. Thank you for answering my questions. I appreciate
And
it.
anytime on my show, on my chat, on my Instagram, my face, anything, man. Anytime, any
Oh,
place.
and
You are
no,
always.
I'm just happy you come up here. You have a great personality. You're a great dude, regardless of you anybody else says. You know what? I'm just
They'll
happy you
just,
come up
I'll
here.
just ask them. Okay, where's
Your
your
personality makes me smile. It doesn't even matter. So
I'm glad I make you smile, dude.
no,
All
you
right,
do, man. You
I
do.
will go
You have a
ahead
good
and
night.
catch you definitely on the next one. I got your notifications on. Everyone in the chat, everyone on the tubes on that end, please stay safe and be awesome. Stay awesome, and you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.
You too. Yeah. Yeah, Mary McDonald says. I mean, I like it. I like him. He's a good dude. I mean, all I can say is I had to ask questions with other people. I mean, I had to ask him. Yeah, it's for you. You. Just stop freaking judging, man. We don't know. We don't know. And you know what? Only. It's not our job. Why waste your time doing stuff that you don't need to do? You know? Take people's word for it, damn it. Right there. Damn it. Take people's word for it. You know, whatever they say is true. If you trust them, take their freaking word for it. And if you find it might be a little sketchy, well, they take two people's word for it. Then you're stuck in limbo. He lied, and they lied, and they lied. You know, you stuck about not one time. It's just it was my question, my understanding. It wasn't anybody else. It was just mine looking in. I have no understanding of blindness or anything like that. No expertise. Have no way to prove anything. So your understanding is as good as mine. And do you really have understanding? That's the question. But you guys are everybody hanging out in the chat. I really appreciate your input. I really do. And let me read. I know, right? He's got the personality and he's got the vibe, but people be like freaking saying that he's not like who he is. And it's like, why would he freaking he didn't even need to do that. You know what I mean? He's got the personality that he literally could be like, well, you know what? He literally could come out with it in an honest perspective and be anyway. Like it doesn't matter, even if he isn't blind. I mean, only question is like, I mean, Flowback's the one that really taught me about the fact that they tell me I should wear glasses. It'll make me see better. I don't think it could be true, and I agree with that. You know, I mean, I'm not sticking. I mean, all I gotta say is it's not our place to freaking put people in their place. It's our place to encourage people to be honest and that we're forgiving and that we literally can understand. Right? That's the point. You know what? We make mistakes. We like to cover up our mistakes and we can come back from them. That's the fact. You know what? We're allowed to make freaking mistakes. We're allowed to freaking we are basically inherited this whole entire life upon a lie. You know what? That's why we're here is because of a lie. And so why couldn't we accidentally fall into making up a lie? But that's not what I'm trying to say. I don't think he's lying. He's too legit. And I really believe he's going to go viral. You know, it's too, dude, his heart seems to. I've been deceived before. I've been deceived before. So all I gotta say is, I mean, don't nitpick at everything he fucking does. Be proud of it. He literally be looking out for the blind people, regardless of anything about him, he's still pointing out there's a very good reason for us to be concerned about the blind people in this world. Very good concern because they need a lot of help. They need a lot of people out there to help them, you know? They can't do all this shit on their own. You know, and they want to be a blind YouTuber. Yes, but it still needs a little bit of support. I mean, a lot of support, to be honest. And I appreciate everybody. Jervis, Bossy, Jeff Dillman, everybody. Premier, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm asking this not in a perspective, but I'm just speaking my mind like I always do to squash any doubts you might have that he is. It's just a point, you know. You're allowed to think what you want to think, always, but give everything the benefit of the doubt. I still have my doubts. I ain't gonna lie. I still have my doubts. Could he be? Because I've been scammed so many damn times with people, man. It's hard to trust people these days. Is it? I mean, are you? Have you not been scammed by people? Have you not been trying to take people? You see people take and trying to take advantage of you left and right for no freaking reason whatsoever. For some reason or another, trying to tell their people about you for no reason or another, just because you made them mad. You made them sad. Now they hate you. Now they're gonna tell you that they're gonna make all sorts of stories about you. They've done that to me when I was a kid. They made all sorts of stuff. Man, that kind of freaking messed me up, man. It really messed me up. That's why bullying is such a bad deal. So anybody young watching, man, stick up for your friends. Stick up. Go against what you think is normal. Stick up for the people that are getting picked on. You'll be a freaking hero. You know, save this piece of bacon's life. He'll live another day. I mean, no jokes aside. I mean, you'll literally help somebody in real life, not just on YouTube, and
Go check out Josh M.
you'll very very much appreciated when you can make somebody smile and let somebody stop getting bullied. It's just the point is to just get the bully to stop bullying in a kindful way. Tell him that he's not doing something right. Maybe he thinks he's having fun. Maybe he thinks that, oh, blah 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 blah. You know, whatever rotten thought he's got in his brain, let's get rid of it. Do it. Smack that crap out of his brain, all right? That's the way I feel. I mean, we can't fix the problem unless we're ready to fix the problem. The problem is we don't trust each other. You know I show my face all the time. I just play around. It's like I've been blind for 5 years. Geez, 5 years blind, but 10 years brain injury. Where I thought I was. You know, Blind Cube. You know, I really appreciate you being here and you know, and talking with me. And you know what? And for understanding my concerns, because I know other people have thought about them. I mean, even my mom. I even asked my mom. I went to my mom. I says, "Hey," and she didn't even know what I was showing her. And I let her watch the video. I put the phone in front of my mom and I said, "Here, watch this for a second." And I said, I literally told my mom. I said, "Okay." I gave her like a few minutes. It's like and I said, do you see anybody blind? Says she freaking was lost. I mean, all I gotta say is you're a one blind YouTuber that could literally get away with not being blind. I mean, that's what my mom. I literally was just curious because I was thinking. I mean, maybe I'm just overlooking it, and that's why I brought it up, Blank Hume. It wasn't to. It's just a point. You got to point a bullet at the problem of what other people are thinking. Now, I'm not calling anybody a liar. Never do that. You know, because you don't know. You don't have no idea. Because I've never been blind before. But I've only seen Flowback as a blind person. I don't know very many blind people. And honestly, so I'm sorry if I offended you in any way, Blind Cube. I really appreciate you being here. And anybody in here, I mean, I don't know the struggle. I know the struggle of you two, but I couldn't even imagine the struggle of being blind. And I had to question it because you know what? Why hold a freaking we can't be friends unless I can ask you whatever the heck I want. Oh, how dare you ask me that? And you didn't say that. That's why how I admire you. You explained it.
Go check out BillRMIIVXX.
And I literally hey, but Jeff Dillman, man, you have a great night. Thank you so much, bro. Man, I will never forget that. And if you're gone, I mean, wow. I never expected you to do that. You didn't have to do that, bro. You've been hanging out. He's been like one of my most regular supporters, and I met him, and I gotta say this too. I met him from Legend ZZZ Dad, another great dude that has always been a friend of mine. I met him on Red Dead. And they're all like, Jeff Dillman, Red Dead, all that, man. They're great guys, man. If you guys don't know Jeff Dillman, he's trying up, he's does cars and stuff from what I remember. And he's just a normal person looking, he has a channel too. If you care to take a moment, man, he's been very supportive to me. And if you're spending your time with me, and I think time is priceless, so if you could take some of your priceless time and check out my friend Jeff Dillman, and he's on my members page, ibase.me. Nobody needs to drop his link. You just need to just take a little moment and check out everybody on my members. When you get a little bit of a fried steak moment, like, oh man, I'm craving some steak. Oh, well, I have no steak, but I do got ibase.me members / wait, that was backwards. You know what I mean? It was in the descriptions. It's on the top of my banner in my about section. It's under members. But definitely check out my members. And, there's going to be another one out once I can figure out how to make it work. This computer might actually be able to do it. My other one didn't have enough memory. Because I do have an amazing amount of supporters on my channel. And I can't even thank them enough. I can't, because just can't. But, Josh M, Blind Cube, Jeff Dillman. I got that program for everybody. You don't have to think. Well, I mean, just think everybody's channel. That everybody coming in here, if they got a lot of people come in here now. I mean, I've had a lot of. You go to a channel and be like, oh, you think they're a troll. I mean, don't judge people if they don't have content. Judge people on how they act on my stream. I know you're not a moderator, but this is just a good. I'm sharing a lot of channels out that have great channels, great content. They're just great people. Don't judge them by their icon. Don't judge them. What they say they're blind. They might not be blind. They might be blind. It doesn't matter. Actions speak louder than words. He's still a great dude. I mean, what do you know? Fact is, man, I don't know. We're so anti sociable. Is that the right word? We like to freaking think the worst about a situation. That's how I walk into a situation and I just think, oh, who's gonna fuck me over now? I mean, honestly, we pretty much have to walk into any room in a group of people, and like you just like pretty much put your, you can't fuck me over now. I got my guard on. Shield. We shouldn't have to worry about that. We should be like freaking getting together, like letting people know, man, I made a couple mistakes, man. You ain't gonna get nowhere trying to cover up a lie upon a lie upon a lie. All it is bury yourself in a whole bunch of freaking lies, and then eventually, you ain't gonna remember all the lies you said, and you're gonna bury yourself. And I'm not gonna laugh because that shit isn't funny. Because you hurt a lot of people during those freaking lies, and it's not something you want to fall into. This is This is Paramount. Like I said, bro, I don't judge. I never judge a book by its cover. I don't look at someone and say, hell, well, he is bald. He looks like a girl. You can't go through life like that. That is pretty much that is all the gunpowder in the shell right there. You can't walk through life thinking that everything's freaking peachy and then looking at everybody else, judging everybody else, thinking you're better than everybody else. Because, I mean, who are you, man? We're all brothers. We're all freaking related. If you can slap yourself freaking silly and just, like, realize that for a moment. I mean, oh my God, no, I was born in Africa. There's no way in hell my mom and my dad had sex with your mom and your dad and we're cousins or related in any way. Even our skin color doesn't match. Come on, explain that. Are you really going to get that technical? I mean, I can hear you. I can hear your thoughts. I can freaking feel your pain. But guess what? Did you realize we're probably related to animals and insects and all sorts of freaking other things in this life? Not just by blood, but by spirit? But guess what? Their blood is the same color too. Isn't that a coincidence? If you don't have an open mind in this freaking world to think that every time we hurt somebody, every time we say an evil thing to somebody, we're literally saying it to a mirror image of ourselves. We're literally looking in a freaking mirror, cussing our own self out, and don't even know it's ourself. Wake up, put on a little makeup. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. Wake up. You guys are freaking like nuts. We're literally, everyone you talk to, we're looking at a mirror image. Male, female, doesn't even matter. We're looking at somebody that is us. Just on another side of a mirror. Another side of the table. And it literally is us without the perception and the pain and out the everything. We're literally treating ourselves like shit. Anybody you treat like shit. It even says it in many books. You guys don't read shit, do you? You freaking just believe everything you read on the news. Anybody you freaking downgrade, anybody you hate right now, you're hating yourself. If you hate them, you're hating yourself. Because you're in the same situation, you would have done the same damn freaking thing. Yeah, you're lying if you wouldn't have. Raised up the same way with the same freaking situations, the same freaking thing. You still have free will. You still have the reason to freaking. You still have the way to think the way you want to think. Now you might have you personally might have made different. The only thing that brings us apart from everybody is our free will, and that's the proof of free will. That's something I can't even explain. The only thing I understand is the fact that we're looking at everybody as we are a mirror of one another, and we just don't see the glass in between. I don't know how else to explain it. Because we can't see each other's thoughts, we can't see each other's feelings, we can't see between the lines. Some people can, but a lot can't. You just guys don't see it. I'm not preaching to you, but I'm just telling you, I know it. I feel it. I can feel it because there's certain things in certain situations that prove it to me. That prove it. You know, it's like getting the right winning number. It's pretty much like thinking the same way somebody else does. You feel it in your gut that we're related. It doesn't matter blood. I mean, literally, it doesn't mean if you step on a bug that you're a murderer. Don't think about it that way. I mean, and believe me, I thought about that for a while myself. I was like, oh my god, how many ants did I just freaking kill that were calling on me? I'm a murderer. I mean, all I gotta say, that's just how I felt, kind of. I mean, I don't look at anybody any different than I look at myself in the mirror, and I can say if I can relate to you, then I can get along to you. If you hate me, then I pretty much don't think I can get along with you because I don't hate you. And but then I might still be able to get along with you because then I can see that there was times in my life that I did hate people for no freaking reason. So we've all been in an understanding that we hated somebody. We freaking we wanted to freaking knock every tooth out of somebody. And I would have been like, and I still honestly to this day, I mean, if somebody got underneath my skin, you pissed me off to the point. I mean, literally, it's not even like I'm mad. I literally be knocking your teeth out, being like, I love you, bro. But the tooth fairy's gotta come. I mean, I need to pay rent, bitch. I need your teeth. You gave me a reason to get paid.
Go check out Josh M.
I'm gonna tell you I love you while you take all your teeth and stick it underneath my pillow. So don't piss me off. I still love you, but thank you for getting me the tooth fairy to send me the money I needed to pay my rent. Appreciate you. What? I didn't say anything wrong. Everybody's scared of me now, right? It's like I'm not the tooth fairy. I'm a fucking cunt. And do I care? Everybody's like laughing off out loud, going, "Damn, I can't wait until I beat the shit out of the tooth fairy so I can still have his teeth." He's like, "Damn, that bacon's got some teeth. Let me look in the freezer and find me some bacon so I can go get his teeth." uh, I hate is a strong word. I never hated anyone. I've disliked someone. Yeah. And that's the thing. But you know what? In the moment of the situation, I don't care, man. You mess with my family, and anybody in here ain't gonna lie. I don't care how biblically. Are you gonna turn the cheek if somebody comes to your house and threatens your life and your family? Or you're not? You're literally gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, please don't hurt me." All I gotta say is I'll be the first person to go straight to hell. Bacon's up. I mean, I ain't gonna looking for fame or nothing, but I tell you straight up, ain't nobody coming to my freaking house and telling me to put my hands up. Reminds me of the first reason why this is the first reason why they don't want to freaking swat my ass. It don't matter. I mean, they can't swat me. I mean, I'd probably end up going to jail for killing like so many SWAT team members that, yeah, I'd be on the news all over the place. But either way, I don't care. They ain't gonna SWAT team me. They already know me. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. But you can't SWAT team me. I'm not killing you. I'm not killing you. No. But I'm just saying that person that freaking sent the SWAT team at me. Oh, your ass is grass and I'm the bacon. But you know what? And then yeah, they're gonna find him. They're definitely gonna find. I actually already know where he's at. I'm just greasing him up for the lawnmower. Well, nobody's ever seen it. They don't know where I live. Nobody knows where I live. Because I never live in the same place. Where I lay my head is home. Yeah, but I don't want to kill nobody. I never kill anybody, to be honest with you. But I would sure as hell make a great story, wouldn't it? If you believe that, you're freaking nuts. Because you know who I am. I wouldn't kill nobody, man. I mean, but everybody that was a SWAT, I know people that work for SWAT. I know people that know me personally. I can't get swatted. I'm not worried about getting hammered. They know me. I know too many people in the freaking police force. In fact, I got a duty run as my member. I would never kill anybody as a law enforcement member. I would never kill anybody, period. That's just who I am. I would die before I kill. I don't live to frickin' for revenge. It feels good to say that I would stick up, but you do gotta stick up for yourself, you guys. You do gotta stick up for what is right. But what comes first is the fact that
Go check out XXX.
You gotta stick up for the people you love, and you stick up for your conscience. You know, you do what you feel in your heart is right, and that is going to be justified in the long run. I really believe that. If I literally had to kill somebody to save my family, I would. I don't care what the Bible says about swapping my bacon. Turning my bacon cheeks. No, I don't care about me. I care about them. I don't want them to go through hell. I'd rather freaking die to save them. End of story.
Go check out Josh M.
You know what? And I bet you, Fell Army, you were freaking happy you didn't have to live with the guilt of freaking killing somebody. And isn't that a blessing? I mean, that's one thing. I could have a gun. I can have a lot of guns. I can have a lot of skills. I can know how to beat people up. I know I can kill them with one move. I can be all super karate like and know how to freaking take them down. But to take somebody's life, that's something I could never live with. I don't care how, it's really something, even if honestly, I still, no matter what, it doesn't even matter what they did to me or my kids, it would be hard as fuck for me to live with taking the life of another person. It doesn't even matter. Because I'd still be thinking, why the fuck would they try to do that? How the hell could I kill somebody? It would still be eating the shit out of my conscience. How could people be that way? That's just me personally. And don't take me, because literally in the situation it calls for it. If I had to, I'm not gonna bow down. I mean, I literally honestly don't want to kill nobody. And if I could see in your eyes that you're terrified of what? Of what? Trying to kill me, like you're so mad at me? I would never want to kill you. I'm never gonna come at anybody. If you come at me and you made me mad, I'm never gonna come at you and try to kill you. Ever. You know what? I already forgot about it, man. I don't have no revenge. I don't go after it. You're wasting your time. Anybody made you mad, just forget about it. Everybody makes mistakes. But if you're gonna keep coming at somebody over and over again and not forgive their faults, not forgive their mistakes, then you're insane. And you need to check yourself before you wreck the ability to understand the purpose of life. I know it's an insane world, but you can't understand. I couldn't even tell you the purpose of life. I can't. It can't be explained. Anybody tells you, "Oh, I know it. I'll show you the way." They're fucking lying. They're fucking lying to you. You gotta find it yourself. anybody fucking telling you that shit. You got to figure it out for yourself with a little bit of encouragement from others. Get the understanding known. Don't trust anybody. You'll know it. You'll know it when you find it. And then even always double check it and question it. Otherwise, you don't know shit. You ain't like, because a lot of times I think I know the truth, and then I still go back and make sure, is this what I really know? I can't tell you the truth because I can't. It can't be explained. You got to find it for your freaking selves. You can't to, and I really don't even know if I know it. So there you go. How can I teach you anything unless you can't find it? You got to be able to want to find it. You cannot find the truth. You can't handle the truth. In fact, you can't. You know, you shun the truth all the fucking time, man. Anybody comes and tells you what you should do, what you could do, you fucking think they hate you. You can't handle the truth. It's a fucking fact. You can't. I can't handle it. I hate it when people try to tell me what I could do better. It's like, I thought I was trying my fucking best. I can only fry so fucking long until I'm burnt. Anyways. Facts are facts. Premier Hell, I have one jealous dude of me. He's mad because I have 2 new vehicles and live a good life. You know what? I really wouldn't be jealous of you because I'm happy with the one that keeps working for 7 years. It's been working for 7, 8 years. Almost 7 years, I think. I've had it for I think it's been about 7 years. I'm happy with my vehicles. I don't need fancy cars. I don't want fancy cars. That dude's just in it for the freaking money, man. You work for what you got, you know? You've done good things. You earned it. You got a good blessing. You got good vehicles. Anybody mad at you and jealous and has envious, you know what? All I gotta say is, man, tell him, man, work hard, man. If you need any little help, man, you're down to help him out. But him being freaking mad and evil and conceiving, those aren't friends. You know, the easiest way to find out who your friends are, call them up. Give them a fucking call and see if they answer to you. Send them a text. See if they, and a lot of people like me personally, I do miss a lot of, not if you got their phone number, you're literally friends. You know, you're literally phone number, not Instagram, not fucking Facebook, not all that bullshit. When they got your personal fucking phone number, call them up, text them, and see if they respond to you and check their messages. I mean, I know I'm freaking still getting used to this damn app, so I can see that sometimes it can, if you're sleeping, you might not do it. You know, give them, if they don't contact you in a week, send you a reply back, I'm sorry I missed your message. Are they really your fucking friends? Oh, they're too fucking busy for you, but yet you see them everywhere fucking else. Yeah, I might be calling out a couple of my so-called fucking friends that might hate me sometimes. You know, all I gotta say is, whatever. I don't give a fuck, man. You can't shut me down. I ain't hurting nobody. And neither is anybody else. As long as you're not threatening anybody's life. You know, I joked about it, yeah, but I wasn't serious about it. I wouldn't freaking kill nobody, period, you know? But yeah, like you see that's the first thought out of everybody's freaking mind. They're like, oh, hell yeah, we'll fucking just like, yeah. No, that's the last thing I'd ever do. The first thing I would do as soon as I noticed I was getting, because I mean, thankfully I was blessed with a little bit of knowledge. I saved a shit ton of, I saved over thousands. I saved thousands of dollars because I know how to hook up my own shit, know how to install my own camera systems, and then made all the money back doing it to my neighbors, and didn't even charge them, you know, a fair price. And I enjoy doing it anyway, so it was an extremely fair price. So I got cameras all over the neighborhood block because I set them up. You know what I mean? So I'm good. I'm happy with that. But the fact is I would never. The point is, the cameras are there to deter people from doing wrong in my area, not to attract people to do wrong in my area. That's the purpose of a camera. Not to try to catch you doing it, just to deter you from doing it. I mean, that's so you could get fake cameras, but no, that doesn't work. You got to actually be able to prove you got real cameras. And I can just go on and on about how fun that is to prove that you have it when your neighbor's actually out there going, you see yourself, you're right here, here's your picture, your license plate right there. See those cameras? They're really good. It's just nice to have the security for a decently expensive price. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't had to buy it. Then I could have gave like a lot of money away to people because I wouldn't have needed the security. And they've already freaking proved very, very beneficial, and they paid for themselves in the last 4 years. They've already. Primera hate my friend because he wrecked his by drinking and his kids in high school. I'm not mad because he's a great because his kids are great. I don't have any. I can understand that. You have cameras too. I know people are so deceiving. You got to get cameras. Yeah. There's a lot of crazy people in here, man. You got to watch out. That's why I got cameras myself, man. I got to protect my family. Just to have the evidence if something happens, I have that. And I've already actually posted a thing. I have a guy breaking into my car, man. It's crazy. And now we got the wonderful, the one, the only Flowback.
What's up, Premier? What's up, Premier?
It's up to you. Oh, that echoed.
Yes, it did.
Did you say it twice, or was it me echoing?
I did.
So what's up, Premier? What's up, Premier? You did say it twice. I wasn't like deaf. I heard it twice. So I'm definitely not deaf. But yeah, we got freaking amazing people in the channel just talking about this. I was ranting. I know it's getting a little burnt out. I'm getting a little burnt out myself. I know people leave and they gotta go to bed. It's understandable. I'm not mad. I don't care. I mean, I do care. You don't have to say goodbye. I just said that all the time. Just go to sleep. Fall asleep. It's okay. You don't have to say goodbye. Nobody likes goodbyes. Go where you gotta go. Do what you gotta do. I appreciate you all being here. I do appreciate the goodbyes too. I like to say goodbye. I like to know who's leaving and coming. But it's not necessary ever. Don't ever feel obligated to come in, talk, and then have to go and not say nothing. I don't consider that rude only because I have to deal with it all the time. I get phone calls in the middle of live stream. My kids get me distracted. I gotta go outside. I do one thing, do another. I get a phone call. I'm in one live stream and in another. I like to see who's online. I like to hang out for as long as I can. Put them on mute because I gotta let them run. Only because I don't want to freaking mess up their watch time. And I know this because I look at the analytics. And I know if you don't watch somebody stream, if you can't let it run, it's going to mess up their thing. Now, if they sent something that pisses me off, then I feel happy about closing my phone down. But regardless, if they're being happy, I'll let it just roll.
Right.
But, I mean, that just goes for anybody. Anytime I say something that shut me the hell down, it's not that important in the long run. Just be who you are. But I just tell you that everything you do in this life affects everybody around you. Everything. It doesn't even matter to the point that you use too much toilet paper to wipe your freaking ass. Damn, how many rolls did you buy? Yeah, but finally there's toilet paper available. But Flowback, you're going to hold it down for me where I can go to the bathroom for a little bit? I gotta But I'll be back. I'm gonna go
as soon
smoke
as
and
I
all
get
that crap.
as soon as I get
And if I fall asleep, on the shitter, it's because I literally strained and had a brain snore.
I heard that.
You heard that. Well, I'll be back. I don't plan on falling asleep. This stream's not going farther than 3 hours, so we got 55 minutes left. If I let it go longer than 3 hours, actually, yeah, my goal is literally I gotta end at my clock 3 o'clock in the morning. So we got 1 hour and 5 minutes. I can't let it go past 3 o'clock because that's when I usually fall asleep. I mean, I went to sleep at 4 o'clock last night, and I took a 3 hour nap today. But I do want to get a little extra sleep, and I mean, I cannot believe I still cannot. I never expected Jeff Dillman to drop that $20 super chat. Wow, man. Anyways, Flowback, you can talk about whatever you want, and you can read the chat better than anybody in here. So anybody want to actually get an honest feedback about what Flowback thinks, you're talking to literally it's dark out, and ask her whatever you want. Just keep it appropriate, because I will hunt you down. I will find you, and I will Chinese torture, tickle your ass until you frickin' piss your pants, and then I'll put you on my live stream and laugh at you. So go ahead and make fun of Flowback. Think it's funny. Life's too short to hate people, you guys. Life's way too short to hate. All right, that's my point. Way too frickin' short to hate. Flo, you're in charge. Flo, are you there? Did my headset die? I don't see your bubble moving. Uh-oh. Let me see. Damn it. How do we get rid of my thing? I thought I clicked on that to get rid of it. Oh, I turned off the camera. I forgot. Ah! Flo! Flo! Don't make me call you on the phone. Damn it. She might have got a phone call. We got 5 people watching us freaking argue about us not hearing you. But yeah, anyways, oh my gosh, maybe I should we can't raid nobody if everybody's sleeping. I don't know, we got freaking 5 amazing people just lurking in here and watching the chat for us. Probably in multiple other streams. We got like 5 great moderators, Flo. They're just in here waiting for a conversation to moderate. That's how I used to moderate the chat. Pretty much didn't listen to everything. Pretty much paid attention to the chat because that's what was important for the host. All right. Damn. Sounds like she might have got a phone call and it messed it up. I have to kick her out, so she probably can't even get in. She can't even get in unless I... Flo, are you there? I don't wonder if I remove her, she might not be able to... No, just kick from studio, ban from studio. Maybe if I... Okay, Flo back, remove from studio. If you want to prevent this person from rejoining, you should ban them instead. No, I just want to kick to get her to let it fix it, because I think she's kind of a little off. I think it's good. I think she's like either on the phone or it's malfunctioning. I didn't hear nothing happen in the background. So I have no idea to tell unless I go to the other thing if I'm actually even still alive. I wonder if I'm still alive. Oh, can't even tell. Let me go to my studios and find out. Maybe I got kicked off. Everybody dropped off right at 31 likes, and you don't even know why I'm making this last longer. I think the stream crashed. It looks like it's working, but nobody's here. 7 concurrent viewers, nobody's chatting. I thought it was broken, but it says exclamation exit. We got David, producer, with $10, and Jeff Dillman with 20, saying IMO. You got to check them both out. They're both amazing people. I've known them for a long while. They didn't have to do that. Well, hey, Flo, what happened? I kicked you out, and you weren't saying nothing, and invited you back. Well, I mean, I know you already have the link. I didn't think I had to drop it again. But regardless, I really got to end the stream. I was about ready to just end the stream because it's like broken. Like we ran out of mojo. You know what I mean? We ran out of kitty litter. I mean, shit to talk about. I mean, I don't want to go, like, there's no point in staying live if there's nothing to chat about. I mean, it feels intrusive. I lost connection. I know. I think I lost connection too. I've been losing connection lately, man. And I haven't been getting notifications. And then I went to like 2 live streams a day, and all I got was a black screen of death. It was pretty much a circle, a circle, a circle, a circle. I had to close the app. I don't know if anybody's been. You probably all been getting that shit. You've been watching here. You probably have been getting it. You've been watching me, trying to come in and hear me. All you see is a circle cat with a freaking eyeballs up his brain. But that's not the circle black freaking annoying non-loading screen of death is what I'm talking about. You click on somebody's name, and all you do is you get like a blank chat room, a blank screen, and then nothing happens. It just sits there. And it doesn't even bring up a circle. It just sits there and freezes. It only happens only on me and my mom's phones. It's like freaking annoying as hell. And then like you just close out the apps, close out the thing, and then restart, and it comes right back to normal. So you lost connection?
I did, because when I opened the comment section, I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me after that. So I noticed that's when it started buffering.
Yeah, I figured that's why I kicked you out, so you can come back. I figured I'd just wait. And I figured that if I left you up, you would never be able to join.
Right.
So I've kicked you out, and then I just waited for a little while. You know, I'm not going to let a hiccup in the freaking software end my evening.
I know
and
that's right.
I know there's a lot of people in here like Josh M. He's literally lingering in here. I can say is you could be anywhere else, Josh, but I really appreciate you hanging out with us. I really do. I mean, Flowback, she's an amazing person. She has an amazing heart. She's just and everybody that's been in this chat knows what I think about, you know. And you know what? If you think that I think that I'm better than anybody in here, you just slap yourself right frickin' now. Flowback is, I mean, literally, there's a lot of people out there that deserve every one of my subscriber. I need to go back down to 1,000. There's a lot of people out there that I believe that deserve everybody that I met. But who? The question is I can't remember 1,000 of my subscribers. I cannot write down. If I could literally, if I would be, that would go fucking viral. You want to know a viral video? Everybody watch it. Everybody gets to this point of this long live stream. Here's a fucking viral video. You go ahead and write down, as a networking stream, write down without, literally write down without any fucking earbuds. You show your ears, nobody else, no fucking thing. Live stream the bitch because we're gonna think you're faked it. You know, write down everybody is close. You know, you're gonna definitely, we can expect a few mistakes. That's actually gonna be understood. But you
You're
can
right.
write down 1,000 of your whatever members you have. Like if I could even freaking remember 1,000 off the top of my head without looking, you are a freaking wholehearted freaking networker off the top, yeah, top tier. And honestly, it would take me about an hour to remember 1,000. I literally, probably off the top of my head, it would take me about an hour to remember 1,000. But that would be pretty easy. I mean, 1,000. Damn, I subscribed to over at least 6,000 people in the last year. So that's the tough spot.
You're right.
And I remember at least 1,000. I don't know if I could ever remember the names of all, at least 1,000 of everybody, yet alone remember the content that they had. So that struggle is real. Networking is only to get to know other YouTubers. Don't use it to grow your fucking channel. I mean, the end
I
of
can.
story. It doesn't work for growing your channel. It doesn't. I've already seen it. F that, done with that. I'm changing. Done. May 1st. Done. Anybody who wants to grow their channel on my stream, you can get to know. I'm going to let everybody out there, everybody remember that my link's going to be out there. Yeah, it's going to be a freaking thing. But anybody, now I'm going to have to get rid of that if you freaking start spamming their shit.
You're
You
right.
know what? I'm just going to have to do videos. And their only way they're going to get the freaking link to my members is going to be a freaking card that they literally got to freaking like sign in and click. Because you got to be a freaking, I mean, and my members can't get to, I mean, all I got to say is you don't want to make it more difficult to get to know people. You being all fake against each other is not helping anybody. Just making it harder for people to trust you. I mean, and it could just be Google being a donkey. But most likely it's everybody else and myself. You know what? We're all being the donkey.
And
So you know what?
I also have this to say
You know what,
because people.
Flowback? You can say whatever the heck you want to say. I'm gonna go smoke. You
All right.
vent your heart out, girl. You definitely deserve it.
That's
For
right.
real. And I'm gonna go out there and smoke a cigarette. And just don't threaten anybody's life. That'll get my channel shut down.
What I have to say is
I'll be back.
don't jump on and off of my channel, people, because it's definitely going to get you nowhere. You come in there, what's said on most channels usually watch a full video and leave a nice comment. And that's the real truth. And if there's anybody asking me questions at this point, I'm not going to open the comment section because you saw what happened there last time. But it's just like Premier was saying, the struggle is definitely, I felt that for a whole, how many months was it? July of last year all the way up till last month. So that's 10 months right there. Really 9 months and 2 weeks, because I really didn't do anything with my channel until at the end of July 2019. That's when I noticed I better start doing something soon. Because who was Flo Beck when I created a channel? Falsely accused of being a troll, I can tell you that. Never falsely accuse anybody. And that's the whole point to that lesson. Should that have happened to me? No. Can autocorrect make mistakes on certain devices where people don't understand comments? And in one word, I'm going to say absolutely. Autocorrect will mess you up every time, because autocorrect is definitely incorrect. I cannot count how many times it's mispronounced names. How many times it's misspelled certain names. And messed up on probably 5 or 6, maybe even 7 words. But that's autocorrect. It does what it wants to. Especially if you use voice dictation on certain devices like my iPad that I'm using. Now, just exactly where did I start with my channel? Live streaming, because I definitely didn't know how to do uploads until about November, whenever I had to get rid of the Streamlabs OBS app because it was messing up on me. Then I started doing uploads, which, speaking of uploads, get ready in a little while because there's a tutorial coming. And that is going to be how to find my screen reader. But I'm going to have to make sure I have the phone right at the camera. And that's where some comments will come in very useful on that video. So I will know if I had the phone in the right spot because that's going to be hard for me to make the correct adjustment. That's why it helps in live streams whenever I'm showing something like my seashells or the wind chimes. If you'll let me know where that one spot is on the camera where people can see what I'm showing. It really does help. Now, I say that because I've had too many people not give instructions or even a description. Well, we'll go here first. Describing what something looks like to the point I can get an understanding. How many people? Not very many will do that. But to give instructions for something like I was just talking about, not many people take time out to do that either.
A lot of people don't take out to care about one another. That is a fact.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Premier.
You know what? I care about you more than I care about my channel. And what the hell? You know what? If I can't have you up on my panel talking your understanding, then what am I about, man? I'm about hell. I'm about, I'm not really about hell. I think we all live in hell. If we can't understand each other and stick with one another and understand one another and help one another, regardless of our differences, we're pretty much not worth anything. I mean, we too worried about freaking things that don't matter. What
Right.
matters is now. We spend time with people because we love people. Because we
Absolutely.
like their concepts of reality. You can go ahead and run away and disagree with me if you want. But yeah. I mean, but a lot of things I know. I mean, if I wasn't like jumping around, acting like a fool, and giving them an entertainment value on all the stupid shit I say, they wouldn't hang around. They don't
Well,
hang
and that,
around. They don't hang around for honesty and prosperity. And I tell them the winning lottery numbers, or I'd be like, man, guess what? I forgot to mention I'm giving a giveaway. I was going to give a giveaway, and then guess what? Now I have to give it to 1 out of 4 people. That's freaking awesome. It
right?
sucks to be the people that weren't here listening. So guess what? For the people that are sitting in this chat, just don't tell anybody. But I'm gonna give you some money, just cause you're here. Not because you popped in, but because you were here.
And that's why I told people that are in the chat now, and I think they have a clear
And
understanding.
if they're not here, it saves me money. I don't give a shit. I only give money to people that are wholeheartedly there. Why not? Pretty much nobody said anything, so they can rewind and whatever, but they didn't say nothing, so it doesn't exist.
Right?
It's like I'm not gonna give people like. Why would I freaking give money away unless you hung out with me? And why would I
Right.
tell anybody I give money away? I give money away to people I freaking admire, you know. And there's a lot of people that were in this stream tonight that deserve. I can go back and be like, man, you were the winner
Right.
because you stayed with me the longest, and you were the most avid commenter, and you won. Nobody else fucking said that they were there. You were the last commenter, so it defaulted to you. So you know what? Because I really was planning on giving some money away. Now Josh M laughed his butt off.
What was he laughing at?
You know, while he was hanging out for a hell of a long time, Josh M is in the mix, and then Full Army. So it's pretty much between him and Josh M. But Josh M, I mean, literally, I mean, he came in just laughing his butt off, and he's stealing. He's just being himself. But Fall Army is the one that, in my opinion, wins it because he literally was in the conversation.
Right.
He wins it by default just because he literally was participating in this chat, you know. And I felt like giving money away.
Is he
So you
still
want
there in the chat?
it doesn't matter. The fact is I can understand that he wouldn't be. But if he has a PayPal, he's gonna be pretty freaking feeling pretty happy once he sees what I mean. I literally forgot to mention it. It's so
Right.
funny, but now it's actually more legitimately earned. You know what I mean? Just gotta figure out how to. I'm gonna go to my own channel. Go to my history. Go to my history. Go. Oh, there we go. I got 3 people. No, that's not my freaking history, you dorks.
And
Anyways,
that's why I told people when I come out with that tutorial, it would help in the comments section because that is going to be an uploaded video when I do that one. What's going to help me is if they let me know that I had my phone in the correct spot, because how else am I going to know it's not over the camera? I did good at getting it right in the camera. These are things that can be adjusted with help, but
God
as a
damn, you don't
blind
even have a
YouTuber,
PayPal, bastard.
how else am I supposed to adjust the phone where
Thank you for coming.
How do I freaking send him any money?
that's a good question.
No, it's just because he freaking gave good comments and he was there at the end of the freaking stream before everybody else left, man. And
Right?
I don't even really want to freaking continue this, but I was gonna give him something.
And I think somebody just came in your chat because I heard your robot.
Um, oh yeah, Kitty XOXO, what you doing? How you doing? Hope you doing well. Yeah, it went kind of dead on us here. Got kind of boring. Trying to get a hold of Full Army XOX. I was trying to give him some freaking like. I forgot I was gonna do something, and it's like had an idea I was gonna send him something because he was like the most active chatter at the end of my stream. I was gonna be like, well, he would have been the only one that would have won it, but when I realized it, like I was supposed to do it, right? That's what I was thinking about.
Right?
I mean, it's just like the principle. But I really was thinking about it. Doesn't mean that I was gonna do it. me and thinking. But you know what? It was like going to be a surprise before I end my stream, but then it just got all quiet, you know? It's like everybody went to sleep.
Except for me hanging out
Well,
right here on the panel.
of course, Flowback. I mean, we're just chilling, taking about. No, it was, yeah, no, not about him. I know he went through some struggles. And he's lost his channel and shit. I mean, I really would love to just smack the shit out of the people that are doing that evil crap. But they're not going to get away with it. I don't know what planet they think they're from.
Well, and
But they obviously from the extraterrestrial realm.
That's why when I started talking about the topic I was on, I definitely said, do not be jumping on and off of my channel and
No,
in
I
and
got
out
his
of my
info.
stream just to have it to do. They should know better than that.
Yeah, everybody's basically a freaking screen hopper nowadays. And if you ever call somebody's freaking name, I mean, I'm literally going to switch my DVR off when I do a winner, but this way they can't even tell who was a winner. They wouldn't know unless they were watching at the moment. And I think anybody doing a giveaway has got to do that. But you know, once they turn on the giveaway, you got to turn off DVR. This way they can't rewind.
Right?
You know, and basically pretend that they've been watching the whole fucking time. You know, because that's fake. You know, you got to keep it real, man. If you were there and they know you called your name, or you literally got to type a certain number in the chat, and if you were there listening, you got to type this fucking number in the chat just to make it more authentic. You know what? That's when you're doing the giveaway. This is what I mean, just to prevent people from freaking being able to freaking screen hop and stream hop and still win on certain channels, because I do know I could do it. I could freaking like be in 5 streams at once, and that's 5 chances to win on all these streams, giving money away. I mean, I've won money on my friend's stream a couple times in a row. You know, not in a row, but within a week, I won both of them. But I've never took anything from it. I realized it was legit, and then I felt like an ass for not letting him keep it, because I mean, not really, but I gave YouTube some extra money. But
Right.
the point was that he's being legit, giving the money away. He's doing it, and you know what? I got firsthand knowledge that he gives his shit to people. He gives money. And, you know, I admire that. You know, whether it be $10, whatever money that he gives. You know, it's hard to trust people nowadays. And when you realize somebody's legit, man, that you appreciate them for that. You appreciate them giving somebody that doesn't have nothing something. So
Right.
I ended up winning the second one, and I was thinking, oh, you can send it to me, and then I was thinking I could send them a super chat. Then I realized that's fucking counterproductive. Keep the fucking money. I mean, because then, I mean, this way you get to keep the whole entire thing and give it to somebody the next time, and this way your money rolls over.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's making more. I mean, it's a bigger donation than $10, because $10, if I took the $10 and gave him a $10 super chat, I have to give YouTube 30%. It would only be a $7 super chat. Pretty
Right.
easy to do the math on a $10 super chat. Or a dollar super chat, that's 70 cents. You know what I mean? When you get to the other numbers, you got to start dividing and doing some freaking math. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Everything that goes to YouTube is well spent. They're freaking giving you a server, and they're doing all sorts of stuff to make things better. You know what? And I mean, you can't hate the mouth that feeds you knowledge, and you know, and they have power. They have a lot of power. I'm just saying, don't trust them completely. Fudge. You know, I don't ever click on the ads at YouTube. I mean, I'm gonna say is just be yourself. Be yourself. Do your right thing. Do the right thing. Give everybody a fair chance.
Right.
They can't go on my YouTube channel and say, "Oh, don't buy anything from Google. They're untrustworthy." Honestly, they got a lot of backing just for Amazon and everything like that. So I think Google is just as trustworthy as Amazon. They just don't give you the A to Z guarantee. I want that A to Z guarantee when I buy something. I hate worrying about is it gonna ever freaking come? Is they ever gonna send it?
Right.
I mean, F that shit. I don't want to buy it. That's why when I go to Amazon, I don't worry about it. It will come. If it doesn't, I'll get my money back. End of story. I don't have to worry whether freaking Amazon is gonna like, I mean, if you go buy something on the line and you don't even have a receipt, Amazon knows it. They're gonna give you your fucking money back. Google, on the other hand, I don't trust them. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we lost your information," and they're not that bad, to be honest. But man, I don't trust them. They don't have a reputation. Amazon prides themselves on that reputation, and a lot of people take advantage of it. And they need to be fucking slapped.
Right.
They need to be slapped because you're taking advantage of a wonderful, wonderful marketable thing, which pretty much gives people an option to basically either like your product or hate your product and get a full refund with an explanation or with not. Doesn't matter. If they didn't like it, at least you got a failure rate of whatever the heck. But most people won't spend the time sending it back. So that's why you got those freaking assholes making fake flash drive cards with not even like you can end up, and there's millions of those flash cards out there in the fucking world right now. But how you doing, King Windsor? What's up, Bell Army? Hey, just pop in. Hey, and Kitty XOXO's in here. I'm not in a rush for all that, but I showed me that some is caring and would go out of their way to do something nice thing. Yeah, I do that all the time. And you can get a hold of me on Instagram. A lot of people think that I like ignore them on Instagram. No, sometimes it does take me a while to get there and find the time to say hi and then wait for the response and then I'll literally, I mean, I do leave the notifications on unless I turn my phone off so it doesn't vibrate when I'm sleeping, obviously. But
Right.
when I'm awake and I remember and I'm aware, I turn the notifications on, but I don't have the bell turned on text, so I have to literally go to my Instagram to look for the messages, the text messages. But when you call me with a video call, you don't have to have your video camera on. I mean, I'm not live streaming. Well, and plus, if you did, I wouldn't want to see it because you might be trying to freaking dingleberry bomb me or some shit. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of weird people out in the world. But I mean, what the heck? I haven't seen some crazy ass shit in this fucking planet. Like, what the hell? I mean, I mean, all I'm saying is I'm down to help you. If you have a moment, you can get a hold of me on Instagram. It might take us a moment to get connected, but it'll be a moment, and I'll get. I mean, from that, I'm just saying you don't have to subscribe to my channel to get help from me. It's not about subscribers. I mean, if you don't want to watch my channel and you don't like my content, you're never going to come back. What the fuck do I need you as a subscriber for? To hold down a number for me? You don't have to do that. That's not nothing I ever required. I was never in any likeling. I looked at tons of. I mean, when I was just an average YouTube viewer, there was like, I mean, what the hell is a freaking subscriber button? That's what I looked at it as. I literally watch YouTube all the time. I still was like, no matter what, I would literally watch YouTube for years. Like, what the fuck is a subscriber button? I literally looked at that shit like it was a joke. I'm like, what the fuck does that do? I mean, I literally like,
Right.
what? I mean, I want you to jingle my bells. I laugh about it now. That's why it's like, damn. If I only knew how important it was for the people that I really was watching and actually enjoying their content, I would have loved to hit their bell and the like button. I didn't know it. I didn't know how appreciative, even though they had probably 10,000 freaking views. That one view, that one number means something. That one view is a freaking lot. I mean, it really does. It bothers me. I'm like almost at 4 every time I lose. It doesn't even matter how close I am. It just makes me notice how close I am to one goal and go down. But every time I gain a subscriber and then lose like 4 or 5 right after, right when I get to 99, and it goes back down to it's so funny. It's like yo-yo game. But it's not really about that to me. I really don't. I want legitimate subscribers, and I see my friends doing it the wrong way, and I just don't
Right.
know how to. I don't know. I don't know how to encourage them without point. I'm never gonna point fingers at my friends and accuse them of doing anything wrong, but they're still my friends, and they're still wanting the numbers, and they still we'll still see how it all pans out in the end. You know what? Maybe they did it. They did it. They got it. They got up there. They didn't. You know what? I really know they're great people, and I know they deserve it. It doesn't even matter. I just think they rushed it too fast.
Well,
I
and
think
that
they rushed it, but they also left a lot of people in the dust that really cared about them a lot. Every one of them, all my friends, they're pretty much just like, "Oh, we forgot about you." I don't think they forgot about me, and I never feel left behind. I just got to look at my own content and make sure I have something to offer a viewer. Why are they going to subscribe to me? What can I make you laugh? I mean, look at my content. Does it make you laugh? If it doesn't, could you tell me why you left? What was the corniest thing of that? Because even my members can't figure that shit out. I mean, I had to figure all that shit out on my own. I just did some editing and said I'm gonna keep it below 3 minutes because a comedy video is just an uplifting kind of funny, laugh your ass off kind of thing. I don't want you to fricking spend half the day trying to figure out and that's why I got to redo my OBS tutorials. I mean, I try to make a one-stop shop. It could work, even though I could see a lot of editing mistakes I did. But you know what? That's just if I made a mistake, you leave the question in the comments. I can hopefully by the time you leave a question in the comments, I can just refer you to I'm sorry, I made a new video on this. Here's a link. It's easier for me to show you than to type it out.
right.
And that's what I want to have done before people start complaining about when I possibly confuse them in one of my videos, which I've already had happen, but I just ended up typing it out because it wasn't that hard. And because a lot of times it's just pretty much you got to restart the software because it can't recognize the camera on the other one. So you got to restart the whole system on the Mac because unless you know how to kill it with your thing, and you don't want to kill things through the terminal because it leaves a lot of times it leaves like vulnerabilities that not very many people would know how to take advantage of. You just don't want those memory holes in your.
I can tell you, the days of me streaming with OBS and the screen reader, that was rough. Only because I had to keep swiping down on the iPad to get
Wow, I missed a lot
the
of
screen
comments.
reader to even read the comments. But now that I'm not using that, if I swipe straight across, that is a whole lot better.
Go check out Kitty. Hugs and kisses.
If people think the struggle's not real with the screen reader in OBS, I do have videos that are there to prove it.
I know you do. You look familiar, Kitty XOXO. Do I know you? You're laughing. I mean, the name looks familiar. Oh my god, there's my bot. My bot looks familiar too. I can join you, but I can't talk. BF went to bed. Your best friend went to bed? I know it means boyfriend. I'm not being an idiot. Well, why would you want to come up on the freaking panel and be all silent? I mean, you can hear us anyways with a slight delay. I mean, if you're not going to talk, then you'd have to do some ASMR. I can't talk. I mean, I can do that too. Wait until I find my sexy chick. You'd have to whisper. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I definitely can hear you.
Yeah, she'd have to whisper. Oh yeah,
I've done
you can
I've done
join, but
that.
if you can't talk, and your boyfriend's gonna or best friend, boyfriend, best friend doesn't even matter. If he's gonna come up, who the fuck you talking to, woman? I don't want you. Oh my god, you cheating with me with YouTube? Oh, we're getting a freaking out. We're breaking. Oh, that's literally you were laying down with YouTube, and YouTube is definitely not my friend. Oh my god, I don't want no drama.
Go check out Kitty. Hugs and kisses.
You were testing that camera. It's fun. I'm telling you. You'll have a hell of a lot of fun with this camera, and you'll just have a hell of a lot of fun. And I'm surprised. I shared it like 7 months ago, and the video that I shared's got 5,000 views on it, and most of the views came from Google search. I can't believe it. Most of the views that I've gained on my video that had 5,000 views came from the Google search engine.
Right.
It came from the Google search. I just learned that last night right before I went to bed, unless I dreamed it, and then I'm not totally sure. But if I wasn't dreaming it, it was literally a fact. Sometimes I fall asleep and think I end the stream. So I'll let you just determine whether a search snap camera on what I'm sorry, excuse me, my nuts fell out of my face. I'm back. No, Lana, I don't want. I want to wake him up. Same and from my Facebook too. Oh, you found it from your Facebook? You found me from your Facebook? That's funny. Well, nice to meet you. I mean, I am a computer guru, and if you have any problems, you just leave a comment on one of the videos you have an issue with. I'm going to be working on more. So feel free to molest my red button and masturbate my like button. For the love of God, don't masturbate it too much, because I might think you don't like it. I don't want it to feel molested.
Right.
But I really hope that everybody molests my subscribe button. It'd be totally virally insane. I'm just playing. It's kind of a sick humor. I know I
Right.
get views from Google and Facebook mostly. I'm working on a new intro for my channel, making my beats. Oh, you do music? That's dope.
I still haven't done my intro video. I need to do that probably after this upload.
Oh my
So I
god, that
can
was
work on.
techno. Was in that freaking in that Eminem song. We all know techno. Let's go. No, hold on. I probably got some techno in there. I know there's techno in that freaking crap that I was talking about.
What?
No, on my thing, I can literally play all this music I get for free without copyright. Well, not for free. Crap, I pay $15 a month. It ain't for free. Pretty much, Jeff Dillman tonight paid my 1 month fee. He paid my rock fee. He paid my music fee. He paid music for the month. Well, just alone tonight. Like after the 30% cut that YouTube takes, which they definitely deserve it. Anybody thinks that YouTube doesn't deserve a freaking cut of the freaking platform that they spent $1 billion obtaining from the creators of YouTube? I mean, you guys are just insane. Like, I mean, come on. If you bought something, you think that you don't deserve a cut of the profits? I mean, the 30% is not bad, man. Most people want to take like 45. You know, I'll give you 40, you get 50. No, I'll take 50, you
Right?
take 40, and then I'll just pay the 10% tax. I don't know. I mean, 30 is pretty steep, but still, they might lower it after they get
Well,
ahead. Maybe we gotta hire a couple prostitutes so they can get ahead.
I know what that buffering thing does already. I'm fixing to have to jump back over in the chat from here.
Is it
I think
buffering
it's
on
the
you?
Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
cutting out a little bit. All right. Well, you can come back when your Wi-Fi works.
Thank you for coming.
It's
Sonya's
probably
graphics is in that
I'll
house.
probably have to come up another time that you do StreamYards, and we'll see what it does then, because it's because of the rain. It's been buffering out pretty
Oh,
bad tonight.
oh, you got satellite. You got satellite. That'll mess up. You means you got satellite. You got that dish internet. I understand that, Flo. Yeah, when it
Right?
rains it messes up the dish. That means you got dish. Yeah, I would ditch the dish if you can any moment. But yeah,
Well,
when you're in
actually,
certain
it's me
areas and
first,
certain
but
things, yeah, your dish will totally destroy the. Yeah, when it rains out, it blocks some of the signal. It bounces on the. It messes up and you'll get corrupted data and it has to resend the packets. And you'll sound distorted when it's UDP. And UDP is basically it's simple. I mean, I'm not going to try to tell you all the, because you ain't going to remember the abbreviations. But TCP basically checks the data, make sure that it sends acknowledgments back to you. Make sure, hey, I got the
right?
packet. It's safe. Yes, I got the packet. It is correct because it sends packets and they all got to match up and it double checks itself. But UDP does not do that. It just throws data one direction. Doesn't ask for an acknowledgement. Doesn't ask for a return. It just throws data out there and you lose a lot of the information. So if it's not like video camera systems use it all the time, my video camera systems use it all the time, and it's not. I mean, if it misses you're going to lose it anyways. When it comes to a video streaming device, you're going to lose the local, and unless you have a buffering system. Like, a lot of people, that's why they got low latency, normal latency, and then you got those settings up there. I think I missed one step, but either way,
Right?
they give you that ability to like buffer yourself to the point where you can send it off after you got a backup plan, so it has how many packets you're sending. If you do drop a few, it can try to catch up in the future,
Right?
so the less likely you're gonna buffer. It's the more
But
buffer
how do I
room
go
you got.
adjust that?
You're
How do I
already at
go
a good.
adjust
You
that?
mean StreamYards automatically sets it at, and then your phone automatically sets it at an even higher setting. So you're gonna have a less likelihood that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it until you actually have to set it up to try to make it more interactive. Like that's why your streams don't buffer because you're not trying to mess with the settings and make them as fast and as reliable as they. Well, it's pretty much. I don't like. I don't go ultra low latency now. There's like a 7 second delay on the other one, the one in the middle.
Right?
But there's only like a 1.5 second delay on the ultra low latency. It was different back a year ago. A year ago, it was like 3 seconds, and it was like 9 seconds on the the low latency. But they've gotten way better at like keeping things together, and they'll
Right?
spread once there's a glitch. The new people will actually buffer in at a few more extra seconds to give that extra buffer in. That's why you notice sometimes streams take a little bit longer to join. They're giving you that buffer room so you don't have an issue viewing the stream on purpose. Just so
Right?
that if there is a issue with the connection from the host to the YouTube, you don't get interrupted. Your viewer experience doesn't get interrupted. Yeah. So there's nothing worse than watching a stream, getting it right in the middle of a conversation, start typing in, listening very careful to the conversation, and then all of a sudden it. Nothing worse than that.
Right?
I mean, it's got to be the most irritating thing that I've ever experienced on YouTube is when you're in the middle of a conversation, you hear some, and I mean, it's not even like I can't get mad at that like tree trimmer or anybody. It's literally the internet, or it's some settings on his computer. Most likely, it's the internet, and it couldn't keep up, and you can't, and I couldn't figure out how to tell him he's got to close out his web browser, get closer to his router, and refresh his. He's got to refresh it because it's not going to reset the bit rate unless it gets a new detection of. Because once you launch into StreamYards, it only does one test, and it says, "Oh, your upload can support this." And it does it by a mathematical calculation once it logs in. And then
Right?
it'll periodically, once it loses connection, it'll recalculate it. If you lose connection down to a certain point, it recalculates it and it'll drop down your quality. Every time it loses connection, it'll recalculate your quality and it'll drop you down blurrier and blurrier and blurrier until you bounce around like a frog. But it does
That's
that to
probably
keep.
what's messing with mine because I'm between two
No,
places that.
you came in way better. Your internet's way better than Tree Trimmer's internet, or maybe he has something running on the back end, like something that he doesn't know. But the point is like I mean I want to help him out. I definitely do. But you can't get help unless you want help. You gotta look for it.
Right?
And I'm down to just give him a simple fix. Just what you gotta do. If you don't do it, you're gonna struggle with it. I mean, you got to get that. And the only thing is that I have to know more about the. I need to know the speed of the computer and how much memory, because it could just be like bugging out because he's only got 2 gigs of RAM. You bought a computer with 2 gigs of RAM. Whoo shit! No, your computer needs at least 4 gigs of memory to run Snap Camera, or even StreamYards, because the operating system itself takes up damn near 3. 4 gigs is a shit not as a shit show when it comes to freaking RAM now. Back fucking 6 years ago, it was a hell of a lot, but not now.
Right?
Not when the operating system can use like 9. Actually, I got 32 gigs of RAM, and I could tell you how much I got, and I'm running Snap Camera. I only got I'm already using 40% of my memory, and I got 32 gigs. So I'm only using half of my. I'm almost using 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, I do
You
got a
have
lot of windows
exactly
open.
you have exactly what I have on my iPad and my cell phone.
I highly doubt it. The biggest amount, the only one that has like that I know, my cell phone has 12 gigs of RAM in it, and I hate this bitch. Anybody want to give me their like antique, trade me with a um. I want something that doesn't piss me off when I use it, but I'll trade you your anxiety for mine. I mean, it's an expensive phone. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, you spend money on shit. It's very freaking disappointing that it literally
Yeah,
glitches out. It glitches out more than Windows. It makes Windows look like it's king. It literally makes Macintosh look good. It pisses me off that I literally can like try to wake my phone up and it gets stuck on a fucking black screen almost every time now in the recent last like 5 days. And I literally been so restraining myself to not smash this phone, take it back to Best Buy, and not Best Buy. It was back to the Verizon store, and basically use it to flatten every one of the employees' cars that comes in there tires, and be like, go ahead and sue me. I mean, I still owe this phone on my card. You know, go ahead and sue.
you're right.
Put this. Hey. I need a place to live. Do I get charged a felony for this? Cause so I can live in prison? Cause I'm already pissed. And yeah, you know, I would do that if I didn't have kids. So you
But
know what?
I'm gonna
I'm just saying, I'm so pissed off at some things in life that we
right,
can't. We got to be able to deal with them and just move on, right? That's my point.
right.
You know,
But
we
as
got a
you're
lot of misfortune. So I can sit here and rant about stuff that I never gonna do. But the fact is, we're
right,
pissed off about. We're disappointed. We're disappointed. I'm not happy with that. I would never freaking tell anybody to get a fucking Samsung Note 10. That fucking bitch is gonna make your. And you know what? If you drop it, you know what? Your pen is gone. You better go find it. Anytime you drop it, any way it drops, that thing just flies out like a freaking bat out of hell. I mean, you drop it any which way, your pen pops out. The pen, the little stylus that you basically cost it to replace it would cost you like $150. That bitch pops out with no question. It's gone. Hasta
you're
la
right.
vista. It's like it doesn't even stay in there secure, and it'll be like on your phone and it pops out without any notice. So
Oh yeah,
aggravating.
it's still buffering, so definitely I'm gonna have to jump
Am
back
I am I
on and
buffering or
stuff.
are you buffering? Is my stream buffering? I wonder. That'd be so funny.
I hope
Because
not. I know it's buffering on my
Raven
end.
Blackbird says hello from ear health.
hey,
I
Jervis is
wonder
in
what
here. Raven's in here. Kitty's in here.
is it
I mean,
buffering,
no,
Jervis, or is
we
it
really.
just
It's hard to
automatic?
say Kitty's in here when I'm like talking. It feels like I'm talking to myself. No, you're not buffering, Flo. No, I mean it might be cutting in and out. As long as you get a little like, just make sure you get a little like if you start to buffer. I mean, literally, Wi-Fi is that freaking. That's why I hate Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, it literally, you can move 2 feet and it'd be like a huge difference in signal and latency. It literally
Right,
depends on what's bouncing. I mean, you guys gotta really picture Wi-Fi as what it is. Nobody understands Wi-Fi. They don't look at Wi-Fi as what? What is Wi-Fi? You don't understand Wi-Fi. 90% of the people don't understand Wi-Fi. I think I actually, there's plenty of, if you actually wanted to, you can Google many videos, but a lot of people don't want to learn shit. They just want content. They want it to work. But to get it to work, it really helps to know why it's not working. It doesn't take a genius to understand what it does. I mean, a lack of freaking people wanting to lack of people just being lazy. Be like, why is the fucking remote? Get out of the way! But like the remote's broken. All of a sudden, your kid's right in front of you, and you're trying to turn the TV on. You don't understand why the fucking remote's not working. Tell your kid to get out of the beam of the controller. Still with infrared. That's why your TV, if your battery gets low in your remote, it doesn't have a strong enough signal to get to the fucking TV. Learn technology a little bit and stop bitching why things don't work the way you want them to work and figure out why it's wrong. Learn something every now and then. And these lazy people are getting scammed left and right, and I don't even know if I'm mad about it. It's just they were too freaking dumb or too slow, too freaking slow to freaking just take a couple minutes and Google the problem. It'll save you a fucking fortune if you just freaking Google the problem before you call the tech support to have them charge you $200 freaking dollars. If you don't know how to read, how the hell you even how do you even own a house? How do you even have what? Okay, I mean, I ain't gonna hate on you. We all can't read. Yeah, well, I mean, Flo Beck, as the only one with an excuse, I mean, with a legitimate excuse, but for the love of God, you can't freaking Google a problem? You know what? Oh, my TV isn't working. Oh, well, have you tried to plug it in? I mean, pretty much. Did you make sure it was plugged in? People are so slow with that stuff. I mean, it's kind of like, honestly, it's only to encourage, not, okay, like, listen to this. If they're elderly and if they're grandmothers, you gotta have the respect that this stuff is new. All right? But for anybody in their 20s and 30s, and you have to explain to them, if they're in their 40s, they're in the clear. But if they're in their 20s and 30s, they need to freaking slap themselves. Nowadays, you don't have an excuse to be in your 20s and your 30s and not how to use a computer. And I tell you, I'll be like, how old are you? And if you say you're in your 30s, I'm just going to fucking hang up. I'm done, man. You didn't take the time to learn why a TV works when you plug it in. What the hell is working? Why is this? I mean, if technology doesn't fascinate you, but I mean, I would feel like hanging up. But then wait a second, would I really hang up? I would feel like hanging up, to be honest, because I find it.
Which is good.
His Jervis says, that's why I used to do and why I created this account, to watch videos to learn. I only started watching live streams a year ago. And that's when I met you. Did I meet you the day you started doing it, or how long into the thing? Was I like a month in, Jervis, or like a week in? Because I've known you for at least a year now. At least, if not a little bit more than a year. Because I've known you for a long time. And you've always been there helping everybody. And then I met and Shania's graphics. I've known you. I've seen you around. I've known you a lot longer than I've known Flo Beck.
Right.
I mean, you just been always there to help everybody. Every place I go, you're always there to help. And that's why I was like, you're the king of mods. And you know why? Because you're not in it for freaking people coming back to you. You're not in it for anything. I mean, I drop links. People drop my links. That encouraged me to drop a link. I really just want to be there to watch the chat and watch the host and see what the host is saying. I don't like to drop links. I really don't care if anybody comes to my channel. I mean, I do now. I mean, I did, but you know, the end of the point is I don't want fake people to come, so I really don't want my link dropped. You know, because it keeps freaking disappointing me because people or YouTube, and it's not even people because I can't blame it on the newest people that subscribe to my channel. It's most likely YouTube finding a way to replace the new people with the people that haven't been to my channel for a year. And that's the way I see it. I really see it's YouTube either doing that or somebody doing something shady. Because I know that YouTube ends up, if you grow fast enough, you see the numbers. But if you grow slow enough, you see them just, they don't move. But that's what I'm really not focused
Right.
on, because I am so happy with what I got nowadays that I have a lot of people always coming in, chat with me, and I get to know them. I mean, what am I going to do, you guys? I mean, I could never forget you. Like, I cannot forget Jervis, Raven. You know, I can't forget the people that are always in here and chatting with me. Like, what's the chat going to look like if we get like 100,000 people in the chat? Now, that ain't going to happen unless I was Mr. Beast or something. And maybe what if, like, what if a freaking meteorite jumped down and it was like a super and it smacked me right in the leg, got jammed into my freaking thigh, and I pulled it out and it was worth $1 zillion. What if?
You would have a whole bunch of
I mean, but what
robots.
the hell would I do with that? It wouldn't even be the fact that the stone that was stuck in my leg might be worth money. I mean, in fact, the experience of freaking meteorite smacked me in the leg, and it happened to somebody actually in the past. So it's not far fucking fetched. Don't think I'm making something not impossible up. It has happened to somebody. I read about
Right.
it. I mean, even if it was a fairy tale, it must have happened in somebody's imagination. I mean, regardless.
But if that did happen,
I mean,
your
according to
robot
what
would
I
be
looked
worth
up,
a
it
whole
actually
bunch.
did happen, but it was extremely rare, and shit like that does happen. But it wasn't $1 million diamond in the leg. It was just the experience that shit doesn't happen very often.
Right.
You know, and what, you know, honestly, an outer space object that hits anything is going to be worth a lot of freaking money, because that is very rare to actually find the material that came from space on Earth. That is going to be worth a lot of money. Probably worth more than a diamond. Only because it's out of this world. In my opinion, I mean, diamonds? You can find those all over the Earth. But can you find the ones that fall down from the sky and survive and don't get burned up and a piece of it's right there? I mean, I have to say that, in my opinion, that shit's worth more. I don't care how ugly it looks. It's not from this planet. I mean, it's extraterrestrial material. It's definitely going to be worth. And if you had proof that, hey, look, found it, you recorded the meteorite coming from space, you got it, you got the Athasan test, that thing you could sell. Those scientists would pay you millions for that bitch because they want to study it. And if I was a
Right.
scientist, I'd pay $1 million just because, you're gonna give that, you're gonna sell it. Me personally, I would want to keep it. I don't want the money. I'd be like, hell yeah, trophy from God, thank you. I mean, that's priceless, man. You can't take something that fell from heaven right in your freaking lap and try to give it away and sell it. That's the dumbest thing I'd ever freaking heard of. I mean, I'll keep that shit forever. I ain't telling nobody. I tell my closest friends, look, you don't believe me, and they start freaking rattling their little freaking jaws. Nobody's gonna believe the shit out of their whatever they said. They ain't gonna believe them one bit. Be like, oh, these guys
Yep.
try to telling everybody that I got a meteorite. They just want to lick my pussy. I mean, because they love how furry I am. It's okay. I know.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna
it.
get jealous.
Yeah. It's definitely buffering a good bit.
Yep, you just started. You just started buffering as soon as you said that. As soon as you said that, you sound like a piano, like falling down the stairs.
That's why I'm fixing
Yeah,
to go
it's
ahead and
getting.
jump
It's
back over in
actually
the chat.
3:20, you guys. It actually is 3:20. We got a lucky number 7 in the house. 5 people pretty much fell asleep. We put 5 people asleep. Oh, well, I put 5 people to sleep because they've been lingering for a long time. They probably fell asleep in the beginning. They caught me alive. But yeah, it's pretty much time for me to go. I mean, I'm not gonna do a raid because there's no point. I mean, there isn't no point because there's everybody's like asleep, and I just look.
But this was fun, and next time you do,
It's literally not showing me. Everybody I'm looking on is not live anymore. Everybody went to bed. What'd you say? Oh no, Raven. There was a reason. Just like I can't remember at the moment. Oh, yo, that's why. Because you were shouting at another live streamer and dropping links, and yeah, I mean a lot of my friends were like, yeah, no, that's not cool. You know, you don't shout out. And I was like, I agree. Yeah, that's like not cool. No moderator drops other links to live streams. And I told him I stuck up. It's just, just out of like, things like I mean, it's just out of etiquette. You can't drop that. You can't do that, Raven. You don't do that. When you have a moderator status, you can't drop links of other streams that are live. I mean, you can get a hold of me on Instagram and you can shoot those things to other people, but when you're a moderator, you don't shout out other live streams when they're live and somebody else is live. And even everything Spicy would agree with me. He doesn't We're not in competition with each other, and I do know that he goes live just like I do. I want to be able to go live when I want to go live, anytime I want to go live. I don't. We are literally going live when we are ability to go live. We're not hurting each other. We're not. When I go live, anybody goes where they want to go, and I don't feel offended when people hang out with my friends, ever. I want to get the new organic people in my stream. I want to get the Mary McDonald. I want to get the new, real, understandable people out there to check out my friends. I don't want to, I mean, when I want to have fun, I want to go live, I don't want to have to worry about, oh, I'm offending somebody because I went live and I wasn't in their live. I want to go live when I want to go live.
Raven the Blackbird says I am.
And I spend a lot of time, all the time, in everybody else's stream. And just like, if anybody disagrees with that, then why are you on YouTube? I mean, you should be able to understand that I really respect people, and I don't care when they go live. They go live when they have the time to go live. If I want to go live, I go live. I'm never going to tell people how to do YouTube. When they go live, I tell Flowback, go live when you can go live. If you need my help, then we have to work it out. But that's the only thing that might prevent those things. But she can go live whenever she wants to go live. And I go live whenever I want to go live. You all go live when you want to go live. If I'm live and you want to go live, you go live. I mean, what is the most disrespectful thing is when you go into somebody's stream and tell them, I'm about ready to go live. Why would you do that? You don't shout yourself out, man. I wouldn't do that in your stream. That's why I got a wrench in a lot of people's stream, which I never even asked for. They just gave it to me. Because they know I'm never going to shout myself out. I'm never going to drop my own link, even if they tell me I can. They say, it is about self-promotion. Yes, it is, but it's also about respect for others. And it's about, like, I won't drop my link, and if anybody does drop their link, I don't look at them any less. And honestly, I'll click on their link and look at their channel. But I don't do it because of my own understanding of what I just don't I don't promote my stuff in somebody else's stream, not unless they promote me and they drop my link. That's just, I feel like I can earn it. I don't need to drop my link and tell people to go. I don't care. I'm not in it for the sub anymore. I used to be, yes, I used to just go to people, but for the people that I met so far, and I do plan on finding new friends, but I'm going to do it a lot more slowly and a lot more delicately in the future. It's going to be a little bit more personal. Like, I'm going to get to know a channel, and I might not even drop a comment. I mean, like I said, I don't need to drop a comment. I want to be able, you're going to know that I'm a part of your, and you're not going to know it. But because the point is that we shouldn't be looking at people's, are you subscribed to me? I'm subscribed to you. Get me back, get me back. It's not about that. We got so many, there's so many people out there that wants to view us that you don't even know it. And you want to have that sub for sub is just going to mess you up anyways. That is going to mess you up. You know why? You're not even thinking about it. Because they're going to pretend that they're watching your shit. They're going to leave a, I loved it, blah, blah, blah. Skip through your video and not even watch 30 seconds of it. They're going to know things you didn't even know that they skipped through. You're going to believe for the love of God that they watch your shit all the way freaking through. And they didn't. They skipped through it to the freaking parts that look through the little feed.
Right.
I've done it. I mean, there's long videos. I did it. But I didn't fake it. I mean, I'm not going to lie about what I did. You know what I mean? I don't got a lot of time. I mean, if you're sleeping through half your fucking sleep, I'm going to skip until you wake up. You know, if I'm bored, I'm going to skip to the action part. People do it all the freaking time. I even put timestamps in my shit for that purpose. Once you already know it, you skip to the point that you like. There's nothing wrong with that. They still give you a view if they watch it for 30 seconds. And the more they skip and spend that time on there, the more they're going to know about your channel. But to actually give you a full view doesn't give you a shit, except for the time that they actually spend on there. And you're going to be able to tell, if you pay attention, you'll be able to tell who are the true people that like your channel. It's going to take a while, that really understand your content, that really actually like who you are as a person and as a creator trying to make people laugh and to help people you're gonna look at all these bigger YouTubers that are just, they're fluffing you up. They're buttering you up. They want you to bend it over. Show me your hiney. Give me your cream. Oh my gosh, but you know what? They will. They will definitely do it. We'll give
Right.
it. But at the end of the story, I'm not going to do that. Honestly, when I like big butts, I like big butts. When I don't like big butts, I don't like big butts. You know what I mean? Probably
Right.
not. That's exactly how insane sub for sub is. When I like to sub for sub, I like to sub for sub. When I don't like to sub for sub, I don't like to sub for sub. It's when I get tired of freaking watching parts of videos and making fun of freaking comments. You know what? I am so sick of people leaving comments, and I get my spam folder so full. And it's like, you know what? And I've been loyal, but I tell you straight up, except there's been exceptions. There's been very, very many exceptions. Like, I'm good friends with a lot of people you would consider boring. A lot of people. But they're not boring. They're people. And to see a smile on their face is priceless.
But like I said, this was fun again when you do another StreamYards. Right now, I'm gonna jump back over in your chat, Premier.
Yeah, you're buffering out a little bit, and I'm about ready to
Right?
play my ending screen unless somebody comes up and says, ha 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 ha. I need to talk to you. But either way, I'm going to, yeah, thank you, Flowback. And thank you, everybody that's been in here. I'm going to do a closing kind of live stream so I can relook at the chat and say whatever I want to say. But I can't mute my mic and play the closing logo. So you're going to hear a squeaky door. And I might fart. So watch out. I think the tacos came through me. I think they're good. Wait, no, what are you saying? Now I'm talking, take a good friend to do that thing. Jervis is awesome. What'd you say? I earned my rents in 100+ channels. Yes, you did. I mean, you have, and you've always been there, and you're always there saying hi and doing great things to people that come in that don't even have wrenches. You're in wrenches and more channels than I even knew. I mean, I see you everywhere. And I remember I was in Runny Egg. I told Runny Egg, yeah, Jervis is awake. I mean, I didn't even want a wrench. What am I going to do with Runny Eggs? I mean, like, I barely am awake to catch his lives half the time. I like to say is, I like this guy. He knows me because I was in there a lot. And so, and when I give him something, I can tell you, Jervis, man, Jervis has got this. I trust him. That's Jervis. Jervis has got your back. He's going to help your channel. He always is there to help you when he's there in your chat. And hell yeah, I'm going to stick up for you because you're just there for everybody. I see you I'd be lurking in and I'd be like, well, there's Jervis again. Always helping out. Always dropping the host. Always looking out for the host. Always looking out for everybody but himself. And if you have do you have a PayPal, Jervis? I mean, because honestly, I owe you a fortune. Do you have a PayPal? Question mark.
Go check out Flowback.
You know what? I can just look it up and see if you have one. You gotta have one. And all I gotta say is you've always been hanging out with me, and if anybody thinks I don't appreciate, especially the #1 mod and Sonya's graphics, the second #1 mod. Well, actually, you know what? They're both great. They're both freaking amazing. Sonya's graphics, and I mean, only reason that I can say is Jervis is freaking wow. He's just like, man, he's just always there for everybody. Not just me, he's there for everybody. You lucky little dog. You don't have no damn PayPal in your about section. Let me go find it. I'm gonna find. Alright, so I just sent you a virus of 1 million. I know. I'll be like, what? I made you like, a virus? What? Yeah, like, I'm so pissed off, I'm gonna send you a virus so I can get your bank account information. Damn it. Go with things from there. Nah, man, no, thank you for real, man. You're always there. And Sonny's graphics and Flo Beck and all you guys, you're just always there for everybody. And I mean, people don't recognize people that are there for them, and you guys are always there for me, always hanging out with me. You don't even understand. I can't thank you more than enough. I mean, if I and Raven's always there too. He's always there. He's following me around everywhere I go. I mean, but you're Raven. You got to learn from these professional. I mean, Jervis is always helping people, always helping, and so is Shonda. I mean, I could literally go on for the next 2 hours just thanking you because it would be time more than well spent. Because you spend more time with other channels with so many people floating in the chat room, dropping links for people. I mean, I used to do it. It's fun. I really like it. I really like helping. I really do. It's my thing. I like doing it. But you guys do it for just and go the extra mile. And if I could take this hat off, I would. And you know, major respect. Major respect. Even though I can still, if I literally had a better mouse, I could beat you, Jervis, every time. If I fast forward the stream like I win the wheel in Pusa Studios all the time, all I have to do is like, I think. I don't think it's gonna help with a live chat. I don't know. I think we tie half the time. I'm not in no competition to drop links though. But I mean, the only thing is the only thing I look for when I'm in the host. If I see you dropping a link, I drop the other link just because it looks spammy and stuff when you see that somebody's dropping somebody else's link. I'll go way back up and find somebody else that's been an appreciative supporter of the stream and drop their link. I mean, networking is fun. I really appreciate it. A lot of people like go the extra mile like you guys do. And only thing I don't like, and I'm really ashamed about myself for what I've done. Like I literally was watching videos, and I really couldn't have said. I mean, I really never asked myself this question: Is will I come back here if I get a notification? Now I never thought about that. There's been multiple times where I've gotten notifications, but I was in the middle of looking for somebody live, or I was looking for something to happen. I was looking for news. And I remember bypassing, oh, she's live. But I was in the middle of looking to see if somebody else was, and I got distracted. And did I go back and catch that one person live that I was actually really, you know, I
Go check out Blowback.
we're all guilty of it, you guys. I mean, and if you're not, proud of you. But you know what? I mean, we get our mindset on one task, but you know what? It's not. You can't get to everybody at every moment of every second. I mean, unless you all on the same page, we're supporting each other. We're gonna watch people's videos when we can. We're gonna leave feedback, but you can't support 1,000 other creators legitimately a month. There's just not enough time in the day unless you're like stuck in your mama's cellar and you're trapped in a closet and you only have one arm and a cell phone and you don't eat at all and you don't sleep at all, and then your brain's a part of a computer and you can literally like type 7 million words per second. Then, only then, I think you can support 1,000 subscribers, and you could be multiple places at once. But I mean, and that just goes for the people going in this rabbit hole. When you try to network, don't expect people to frickin' always be there for you. Get to know people, but don't expect people to be there all the time for you. It ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna be there every time. Even in my clock, there ain't nobody except for, actually, I think there's been like, I think Jeff has been here like every single damn time. I really need to give a reward of that. There's like a few people I think I see every single damn time I go live, and I'm like, do you like have the same sleep schedule as me? I mean, they're like literally in my stream within like the first 15 minutes, and they hang out with me like almost the whole entire time. I can go on and on. But I'm really going to have to end this stream tonight. But I absolutely appreciate everybody. And
Go Go check out Jeff D Coins and more.
And it was really nice of Blind Q to come up here and chat with me tonight. And Flowback and the other amazing, I can't remember his damn, how to pronounce his name or even how it was damn spelt. And I even donated to my asses. No, he did donate, didn't he? I thought he did. But it didn't matter that he didn't donate. It's the fact that I can't pronounce his name. I thought it was in the donation thing. I thought he gave $2. What the hell? I mean, I guess just came back to the... Yeah. You know, it's just Jeff Dillman and David the producer, but I could have swore... I'll have to rewind. But he had a school face, and I was trying to figure out how to pronounce. He has a really cool name. You know, and he had a good saying, and I just wanted to give him credit for it. Now I forgot the saying. I copied his understanding, and now I forget the understanding. I guess that's a good thing. So you'll have to rewind and listen to it. And I think Kitty XOXO, and then my Dopengangler that came in here. Just everybody, I really appreciate you all. And I ain't gonna forget you. I mean, I can't. I hope. If I forget you, you're welcome to send me a whole bunch of shit to my front doorstep. And then I'll remember, was this Sonya or is it? I know it would have been Sonya or Flowback. Yeah, they're the only people that would put a frickin' rose on the top. Try to cover up the stench. Jervis would just literally just like splash it all over the front door like, you little bastard. And honestly, he's too busy to do anything evil to anybody. But anyways, you have a great night, everybody. You're awesome. Thanks for being good friends, you know where all are. Right.
Go check out Flowback.
Yeah, go check out Flowback.